my gosh. I can't. That's so funny.
How are you both doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
I
How are you?
I'm doing.
You're doing.
I'm doing.
You're doing. Oh man, chat. I hope you're excited for tonight. I should tell you, I did a lot of research. I already know enough about who we're talking about tonight. That I probably could have pulled up some videos, but then I realized that the based and just barely exonerated Turkey Tom made a 4.5 hour video on this, which we're not going to watch all of, by the way. We are not going to watch all of it. I am going to do a little bit of skipping around when relevant, because I have watched this documentary already, so that you guys don't feel overwhelmed by 4 hours. However, I would encourage everybody, if they want to watch the full thing, that they can.
Sounds good. Sounds very good.
But like, how are both of you guys doing? Like, how's your day going? You know,
I'm tired. I streamed
tired.
for like 11 hours,
Let's
so
do that.
I'm out of it.
How'd you do that?
I wanted to reach my goal and celebrate my 2-year anniversary.
Oh, fair enough. 2
Congratulations.
years, exciting stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
2 years and you're already like streaming with big people. Isn't that crazy?
I know. I like, if you would have told me 2 years ago that any of this would have happened, I would have been like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm not
Yeah.
even like relevant.
So
Oh
relevant.
goodness.
Thriving.
For now.
Nah,
Until I get
it'll
canceled
stay.
again, maybe.
Yeah, for the 69th time, probably.
For the 10th time.
You know,
For real. For real.
it seems like it happens every other week, and every single time it gets stupider than the last, in my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you.
I agree.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I said I agree. Sorry.
I was just gonna say thank you, Internet Zen Master, who has said, "Oh no, run, Celestium, run while you can retain your sanity. On second thought, stick around and enjoy the chaos horror." What about Dama? Does Dama need to run too? I feel like Dama should run away from this as well.
Yeah, actually, no one cares about me. It's mainly because I'm black. That's why.
Yeah. You're the actual black person here.
That's a minority and a token character. I see. I understand.
Exactly. Well, I decided for tonight that we definitely need to laugh and feel jovial, because we're definitely gonna be depressed and depraved feeling by the end of this, I guess you could say.
I'll be sipping on my Red Bull. It'll mitigate.
I got my snacks.
I was actually gonna say, you probably don't want to be eating anything.
Well, I haven't
Drinking
had
is
dinner,
fine.
so I will be eating later. I'll survive. I'll be fine.
Oh boy. All right. Now I believe I sent you both the Watch Together link, so you both have you both used Watch Together before?
It's
I
been a
have
long
not.
time, yeah.
Okay, so you both know that you can pause it at any point if you want to while we are going through this.
Okay.
Just want to make sure that you guys know. Thank you, MStealth, for the 5. Is it going to read it out? It is not going to read it out. Just in time to see 2 of my Oshis. Oh, and Occo is here too, I guess. Let the chaos begin. Damn.
Oh, damn! Mean.
I appreciate it.
That is so cold.
That's all right.
Oh my
It's all
God.
right. It's all right. I'm fine with the abuse. I'm fine with the abusing. Which, by the way, is a line that we're gonna be hearing a lot today.
Abusing? Oh, no.
The abusing. I'm being abused, chat. I'm being abused. So.
You guys are hilarious. Goodness gracious. Don't bully Akko. He's based. Come on.
I try. I don't think I'm as based as some other people, probably, but I try. I try. What is based these days even for people? You know, what even counts?
I just think you're really cool. That's all I...
Cool.
I mean, that's my definition.
Fair. But anyway, tonight we are going to be talking about a very fun individual. His name is Andrew Ditch. Now, I should give you guys some warnings. This man has been on national TV. If you pay attention to local or national TV, maybe you've seen what he was on the TV for. when we go through this. Spoiler alert, that was not the highlight of his lolcowdom that we are going to be going through tonight. It actually is among one of the lighter things that you might see him go through tonight. He is colloquially known, by the way, just to give you guys an idea of what we're going through, he has been called the Poop Squatch.
I
That
want to
is
know.
the name. That is the name that he goes by. Thank you for
Do
becoming.
I want to
a
learn
member.
the lore?
Oh, you are going to learn the lore. You are going to learn the
Scary
lore.
child. Scary.
That's why I have named. That's why I put the Poop Squatch Returns in my thing here.
What a title. Goodness gracious.
It is indeed quite a title. Anyway, I feel like there's no better time to start than now. Have you both got the Watch Together pulled up and ready?
Yeah.
I will pull it up right now.
Okay. So I will, like I said, I told you both this, and I'll tell chat. I am planning to jump around just a little bit when I feel like it is necessary. There is some bits and pieces where it's just like, I don't feel like we need to let all of this go through, but we'll be covering most of it.
Oh, goodness. All right.
Thank
I'm
you.
preparing my brain. Whatever's left of it, at least. I think I saved like a tiny crumb of brain cell for you, Occo.
Oh, goodness. Thank you, the Professor Keen, reminding us that the military just like took out Irene. We're not going to be talking about politics tonight, chat. Not tonight. I will probably talk about it on Wednesday after people are retarded about it, if that makes sense. But for those that don't know, today in world history, both Jews and Americans went after Iran. Not just Iran, but Iran dictators. Basically, that's the big thing for today. Are you guys both ready?
I am ready.
As
Both
ready
ready?
as my brain can be.
Yeah, you sure? Oh man, it's not too late to back out now if you really want to.
No,
I'm
I'm gonna stay
ready.
right here and I'm
All
gonna
right.
let my brain melt.
All right. All right, all right, all right. Thank you, by the way, to the Professor Keen for the 10. I appreciate it. All right. Andy Dish is probably one of the worst lolcows there is. Okay, so I also should tell you,
Oh my
there
God.
is lolcows, which I'm sure that you both are very familiar with the terminology of a lolcow.
Mm-hmm.
There is also something called a horror cow. Are you familiar with
Oh,
horror cow as a term?
wait, horror? Like a horror movie?
Horror,
cow?
yes, horror, as in like horror movie. Yes. It's basically it's become somewhat of an umbrella term that people use, but it basically like your lolcows are basically anybody that can be milked for amusement on the internet. A horror
Mm.
cow is specifically somebody that is so degenerate or disgusting that they are revolting to pay attention to, and you pay attention to them for whatever weird or sick reason that you might pay attention to them. I don't know if that says anything about me, but Andy Ditch is one that I only pay attention to when there's like a gigantic thing to talk about.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Speaking
This
of
is a
locales, I love Mikey No More's documentaries. He's got good documentaries too. We watched his quartering one. Anyway, let's get going here.
Andrew would spend the remainder of his winter at the facility before being discharged in March of
I should
1993.
by the way, I skipped through the beginning here where he talks about how Andrew was born. So let me give you a brief TLDR. Andrew was born and he is not really a remarkable kind of guy. He's pretty normal. However, he's got some weirdness to him. And he's very intent on getting specific diagnoses on him so that he can get special treatment and attention. For those that don't know much about that, that is called malingering, if you guys are familiar with malingering at all.
No. I think this
It's
is the first time I hear that word. No.
it's basically somebody shopping around for medical diagnoses so that they can get special treatment or attention.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Another mental illness in the books.
Yes.
returning home and resuming his education. However, this was short-lived, as a few months later, he would be readmitted once more after assaulting his older brother by the
Oh yeah, he also hates his family, and he has oftentimes assaulted his family members in various ways.
That's
God.
great.
Yeah.
go. This time, the record would show an even more troublesome childhood for Ditch, whose mother, Janet, experienced multiple health complications during pregnancy, whose parents were struggling financially and were clashing over intrafamilial issues, who had experienced abuse from an early age, and whose attendance of schools and developmental programs would regularly end with reports and diagnoses. His parents claimed that Andrew's problem began around the age of 4, but it's not hard to see that many of the probable causes were present in his early childhood, and to everyone's concern, he was not growing out of it. The referral documents no longer seem to view Andrew as merely another routine patient, with reports being placed on admission that they viewed him to be a risk to others and himself, with more psychological tests for
It's a great thing to start off at when this child is like under the age of 10, by the way. If
Ah,
somebody
Yes.
says that
yeah.
you're evil or psychotic, that's a great way to start your childhood.
Mm.
Off to a great start.
Oh yeah, we're off to a great start. Here, I'm gonna play back the speed up to 1.25 just for a little bit, and we'll slow it down when we get to good points.
to primitive thinking. The analyzing physician raises concerns over
Oh, is
his
it not gonna-
perception of his own actions, stating that he has a thinking
Oh, it won't
style
let
which
me.
brings
Interesting.
psychotic process into question, but ultimately concluding that it was unclear at this stage whether this was really a form of psychosis. He would again spend a few months under hospital supervision before being released back into the world with a diagnosis, attending a different school that served children with special learning needs. This didn't really
This is young Andrew. Doesn't he look so happy and carefree?
Yeah.
This makes this all the more depressing.
It's just very depressing because he looks fine.
I think
Then
this
he'll
is
go
about
on
the
to
last.
create horrors of some
This,
kind.
this is the last time you'll see this guy normal looking.
help,
Oh my
though, as a month
gosh.
later, he would be readmitted after threatening to kill his mother.
Oh,
Holy smokes, dude.
that little guy? That itty bitty
Yeah.
baby? Christ.
Yeah.
Of dissociative episodes after he claimed to see his half-brother firing a gun with his pants pulled down. This report, although not
What?
entirely
What
negative about
the
his nature,
heck?
is the first where his delusional thinking pattern is mentioned with more certainty, with the doctor reporting that Andrew is delusional about his perpetrator, assumedly Michael, stalking him. With the history that he possesses, it's not a surprise that someone of that age might be struggling with delusions, but in the report, the doctor seems concerned that the parents are enabling these delusions, and amongst other things, this would require immediate treatment.
By the way, that is at one point that's really unfortunate is, as you come to see, Andrew is horrible to his family, but they play into his delusions and they don't really do anything about it.
Mm.
Sadly.
I'm not even putting him on medication or getting him therapy. That's
Well,
That's
he might have
very
had that.
unfortunate.
He might have had that, but the unfortunate thing is they really didn't do anything to stop him. Can I play Power World? Maybe one day I'll play it again.
Over the
love
next
that
few
one.
months, Ditch would go through multiple courses of therapy and interviews, which would result in a final diagnosis of 4 separate behavioral diagnoses.
This man is just catching them like Pokemon, you know? I only have one. It's autism. This man got 4 of them.
Like asthma. These included PTSD, which I assume you're all familiar with, oppositional defiant disorder, which is often found in children who are openly hostile to authority figures, expressive language disorder, which affects people who struggle to put their thoughts into words, and psychosocial stressors, a broader description of environmental factors that can cause emotional distress and fragility. In this case, his past trauma. Looking at Andrew's childhood is not my idea of a good time. The details are revealing, and you can see the roots of his toxic and self-destructive behavior. Unfortunately, all of this is relevant to what happens later in his life and how he tries to rewrite his own documented.
There's a good picture of him. There's a good picture of what he looks
Oh,
like basically
Lord.
right now. Back when he lived with his family.
Is this
Before
the
he
part
got-
where it's saying he lives in his mom's basement and eats Cheetos and stuff?
No.
Is he a Discord mod?
Did he log
You know,
off for the day?
He might have been before he decided to start regressing. Who knows?
Oh, no.
history to justify his gross actions. This is the last time that I'll be able to remind you. Like the rest of us, Andrew is a human being. Unlike the rest of us, I'm not sure you'll be able to tell. A lot of Andrew's adolescence is riddled with continuous records of his trips into medical centers and mental hospitals for various reasons, many of which remain undisclosed. It's also highlighted
Leave the
by
cheaters
Andrew's
out of
own
this.
accounts of extremely unhinged behavior, such as poisoning
Sorry,
his father's
my
coffee
bad.
with
Whoa,
stool
hold on, hold
soft-
on, hold on. We got to go back. I need you guys to hear that. Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh no,
I'll,
I said sorry about the Cheetos.
I want to make sure you guys can hear this
Mm.
because this is absolutely fucking insane.
and mental hospitals for various reasons, many of which remain undisclosed. It's also highlighted by Andrew's own accounts of extremely unhinged behavior, such as poisoning his father's coffee with stool softener.
Whoa.
So he gave his dad laxatives?
He put a bunch of laxatives in his dad's stool softener, yes, and almost killed him. Because that can kill you.
Wow. I thought coffee
Yeah.
like already did that to you. Like,
Yeah,
coffee
this
was
was
a
so
natural laxative.
Well, what it does is it dries out your body because you know the laxatives make you poop.
Mhm.
And
Mm.
it just like drains all of your fluids if you're not careful. So there,
Mhm.
I have heard of cases where that has actually happened because it took too much.
Bleh.
Yeah, really, really sad and unfortunate.
You know, there was one time Andy did, you know.
Oh, by the way, he does like choose to just for some reason admit that he did this. He just tells people, "Yeah, I poisoned my parents and gave them laxatives."
What a very awesome gentleman.
Miralax. No, not Miralax. I don't remember what it was at the time. It was a stool softener, and my dad's coffee went at 15 or something like that when he used to work nonstop.
As we'll later find out, I'd take everything Andrew says with a grain of salt, but it was clear that his behavior was not improving. And by April 2002, after a string of violent outbursts against his family, he wound up in enough trouble to find himself back where all of this started, the West New York Children's Psychiatric Center. Further assessments were carried out on him, and this time the reports were equally damning, emphasizing his pattern of mental, social, and sexual deviance, including an interest in diapers. He was discharged with an
No.
No kidding, sorry. I have that song stuck in my head. Maybe he is the diaper sexual furry that Leaflet mentioned in her Aspen video.
I don't think he's a furry. I don't think he's a furry. At least not yet.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Bleh.
Bleh.
Begins. Yeah.
Look at all of these. Just look at all this shit written about him. Morbid obesity. Morbid obesity. I feel
Morbid
bad.
Hyperthyroidism.
Hyperthyroidism. Hashimoto's type. Allergy to dime, tap, and Demerol. I think those are different types of medications. Absent left testes. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible.
Oh.
He doesn't have his left testicle.
He lost his left ball. That's crazy.
At least he's got the right leaning ball.
I have to keep hearing the word ball today. This is like the 5th time. Or 6th, I don't know anymore. I'm keeping count.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to think about a man's balls, man. I hate it. That.
even longer list of mental illnesses, with psychologists drawing
Mental
parallels between his
illnesses, such as
disposition and
no
borderline
ball.
narcissistic and antisocial personality disorder, which is commonly associated with psychopathic traits. He was eventually discharged in August, with the assessment concluding that he was ready due to his positive response to a structured environment, no signs of psychosis, presenting with articulate speech, and illustrating good judgment and insight that he must maintain appropriate behaviors in the community. However, many concerns were still harbored that this was a person who was seriously unstable and unable to exist in a functioning society, with the report referencing his coercive, threatening, and manipulative nature, stating that he only became responsive to treatment when threatened with legal detention. It was clear there was still the suspicion.
Yes, he was threatened with legal detention. And so he agreed. That by the way, that tends to be a constant for him. He will be oppositional defiant until you threaten him with legal action.
Andrew was merely on his best
That's a good picture of him. He's just like sitting on top of your toilet paper with his with a bear in his hand. He looked like a VR chat player. Chat, come on now. That's mean.
I mean,
I
so
mean,
mean.
they're not wrong.
I mean,
Yeah.
fair.
behavior for his own selfish purposes. From this report, psychologists believe that Andrew knows how to behave well. It's more a case of his own will. Despite the
Keep that in mind, by the way.
though,
So
he
he's
was
a
released back
manipulator?
into society once more to
Yes, he is a hyper manipulator.
complete his education. And although there would still be
Also, fun fact, he's a hyper manipulator and he records himself doing it, thinking that it'll help him.
altercations between
Oh,
him,
brother.
his family, and his school, he remained out of trouble for the most part, moving between jobs at fast food chains and convenience stores. It wasn't exactly a life, but it was living. The reason that he was dismissed from so many jobs is somewhat unclear, but we do know he suffered a head injury in
Oh,
2005
jeez.
that he would later
Ooh.
claim cost him his McDonald's job. In 2008, now a
Oh,
23-year-old man, Ditch would have yet another psychiatric assessment, with the evaluating professional noting that he had already attempted to seek consultation at another clinic, but didn't like the doctor, who Andrew alleged did not want him to seek employment. In the interview with the doctor, he would refer to himself as suffering from schizoaffective disorder, bipolar, ADHD, Tourette's, OCD, and conduct disorder. Although the psychiatrist concurred with the conditions that had been documented before, they ruled out bipolar disorder and deferred any access to diagnoses, which concerned previous speculative conditions like borderline, narcissism, and ASPD. It was clear that Ditch was on some sort of mission to have a label that he could understand himself by, but didn't always like the answers that certain doctors provided. I'm not entirely convinced by his allegations that the past doctor told him to stop seeking employment.
Do you think a doctor would do that, by the way?
No. I mean, how are you gonna pay those medical bills? This is
Yeah.
expected to fall out of the sky?
Bro has the hairline of a 50-year-old. Yeah, and he's in his 30s now.
Prize.
Yikes.
Mm,
He's molding.
Nor am
he's exactly.
allegation that this offended him so much that he just couldn't work with him. Receiving multiple opinions isn't a bad idea, but the doctor still hadn't said the magic word that Andy was after, that word being autism.
The magic word is autism.
Well, spoiler alert. This man has
Mhm.
also tried to get diagnosed with autism his entire life. He's been trying to get diagnosed for so long.
I have a
40?
diagnosis.
Oh,
Starts with
jeez.
R.
Never mind, he's in his 40s now. Damn.
Retard.
Throughout the late 2000s, autism began to receive more acknowledgement in mainstream society and throughout the scientific world. It had already been experiencing an uptick in visibility and therefore was viewed as more common than it was originally thought. Now, for a lot of people who were children in the 80s and 90s, this meant that they had been overlooked for a diagnosis when there wasn't as much awareness of the condition. But Andrew Ditch had been through all the psychiatric institutes and had probably been evaluated for autism more than a couple times, even when it was not as widely acknowledged. Nevertheless, at a follow-up appointment the year after, a different doctor notes that Andrew was raising questions about the possibility of autism spectrum.
Okay, so keep that in mind. He is asking the doctor, do you think I have autism? I should say that's not something that somebody that has autism or really a lot of mental illnesses would do that often. I mean, it's
It seems
possible for...
intentional.
Yeah, there could be a possibility. It's like, hey, doctor, I'm having all these symptoms. I heard that it could be this, but could you get it tested? All that kind of stuff. The way that he took it was to such a logical extreme. It sounded like he was shopping around for a diagnosis, basically.
doctor, which he regards as interesting, before drawing attention to Ditch's history of violence, which included a court-mandated anger management course after assaulting his brother 2 years prior. It seemed that the doctor was one of many people who was skeptical of Andrew's honesty and his needs. This skepticism only heightened following his next appointment, where in a report, the physician sarcastically remarks that he, of course, lost the laboratory slip that was designed to measure his lithium level, and then agreed with Andrew's mother that he should move into supported housing, but understands Ditch has a habit of intentionally jeopardizing his applications, such as claiming he's inappropriately touched people, which tells you the sort of person we're dealing with here. He would rather
Hold on,
fabricate
what the
allegations
heck?
against him.
There. My apologies.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh wait, did you say I could pause it or
Yeah.
not?
No, you have the ability to pause it whenever you want. My
He
apologies.
said what?
Yeah.
What? Okay, so he's also a PDF file, potentially, or a sexual deviant, perhaps is a
A
better
sexual
maybe.
deviant is probably more appropriate. As far as I know, he's not really like yeah, he's not like that far.
So he's
I don't
not right,
think.
like Cyrax levels.
No.
No. Speaking of which, there's a brief update for Cyrax. He's
Oh
been kind
no.
of he's kind of been removed from the internet because people are pretending to be his girlfriend, and so he's off the internet right now because he's got a new girlfriend. And
Wait,
spoiler
who's
alert.
Cyrex? I
Oh
don't know
no.
him.
Oh, I'll
Oh
send you the
no.
stream. I'll send you the stream.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heavenly Jester. For 5, I'm actively trying to remove diagnoses off my charts. I'm apparently bipolar, but I was diagnosed so young it could easily been me in autist rage. I hope you're able to get that off. Yeah, for sure. And then Internet Zen for 5 says, who in the right mind wants to be diagnosed with autism? Or right, this is a horror cow we're talking
That
about?
sounds
Yes.
horrible.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was diagnosed today, I would I know that I was diagnosed when I was young and then when I was a teenager. And the second time it happened, the doctor was like, I can very barely tell that you have autism. So you're being diagnosed with very acute autism, which is basically barely any autism at all.
Like high functioning, basically, or
Yes, basically, yes. He's got a girlfriend. No, Cyrex has 5 guys that are pretending to be his boyfriend. Or excuse me, girlfriend.
Sounds hella gay.
Considering that they probably have seen pictures from Cyrax that I would not want any normal person to see, it is very gay. Very, very, very gay. Anyway, let's continue.
Himself, then live independently. It should be clear by now that he wasn't exactly fiending for independence, but living with his parents wasn't going much better. He continued to have a strained relationship with them, with major outbursts, psychiatric emergencies, even calling 911 over food that he claimed was too cold. A brief moment of reflection in one of these reports has him stating that he might have overreacted
911, my
and that he
food
hasn't been
cold.
taking his medication.
Unironically, that is a call I imagine he would have in that kind of speech pattern.
My food cold.
My food cold. 911, my food cold.
My food
No,
cold.
he just
Andy's-
sounds like an entitled little. Let me stop.
Andy's-
Really.
Andy's food is cold. Andy's food is cold. It needs to not be cold. 911, please send help.
Cold.
I want to drink. Please.
Due to concerns about his weight. In another one of these documents, it's reported that he denies he
At
would
least he
ever
doesn't
hurt
have
himself or
eczema.
his family. Immediately after an incident where he swallowed pills and took a knife to his own wrist and then called the
my
police on his mother.
gosh.
This is one of the
Wow.
first times that
What
we can see
the
that
heck?
Andrew's mother was advised to seek a restraining order against her son due to this pattern of behavior.
That's not normal, by the way. A restraining order against a family member that you live with is definitely not normal. Not normal whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
That's
As
an
you'll also
escalation
see,
for
It's
sure.
unlikely this
Yeah.
advice was taken too readily.
Okay, it's
polyethylene glycol 330/50 USP powder for oral solution.
wonderful.
That's his dad talking.
Does mom know about that?
Yeah,
That she's got-
prescription laxative.
Really?
It should be clear by now that Andrew Ditch isn't just a troubled person with anger issues. He's also just a pretty bad guy. He's manipulative, dishonest, abusive, and unable to take accountability for any of it. His intellectual disability isn't the cause of his intentions. It only makes his machinations easier to see through. But it was clear he was still capable of functioning in society. Case in point, this is the same year that after allegedly taking a course in Be Your Own IT a couple of years prior, he would launch the business A Best.
Okay, so this is what's absolutely fucking insane. So this guy tries to go for an autism diagnosis, tries to get himself on disability. And I'm not saying that autistic people can't start businesses. I would say that I'm doing that right now. But like you're trying to show the world you are lesser than than people think you are. And then you're starting a business where you're doing IT, which IT, while it's not like the most impossible thing in the world, it requires a higher level of cognitive ability that later down the line, you're going to be really confused he can't show or tries to show he can't show.
Mhm.
So it is, I don't know. I don't like it.
A company
Wasn't that started by the quartering? Different one. It was a different IT company, chat. It was a different one.
specializing in PC repair and sales. He offered a free service, which was delivered through a forum, and a paid service through his website. It's not the most appealing branding, and I hope his computing knowledge is better than his graphic design, but the reviews were positive, even if they did all share the same questionable grammatical and typographical choices with Ditch's website. Birds of a feather, I guess. Genuine reviews were also positive, though, seemingly showing Andrew's ability to effectively perform a job and even operate a business. Around this time, he also set up a website to showcase his enthusiasm in meteorology called Andy's Weather Site, marketed as the all-you-need weather source, with forecasts twice a day.
Do you want to go to Andy's weather site to learn about weather?
I don't want a virus on my computer. I'm good.
I would not like a virus.
You don't want daily weather information from Andrew Ditch, the poop squad?
No, I can look it up right now.
No, I need him to make a salad real fast and eat it.
Tomorrow's forecast, heavy rain, stay inside. It's gonna get dirty.
She's dying. I love it.
It gon' rain.
It's gonna be acid rain, don't you know?
He's probably bioengineering the weather, bro.
Probably.
End of 2010, Ditch would set up a Facebook account to promote his business, providing the first record of his interaction with social media. Most of his activity revolved around his business, sports, and personal matters, even sharing a photo of himself looking very dapper. Or should I say diaper? That's the comedy you pay for on the Turkey Tom YouTube channel. He'd post photos of
Looking very tight.
the weather, his family, and his dog. It all seemed like a relatively regular Facebook feed.
think I
But as
just
time went
lost my
on, it
brain
began to
cell.
look a little more interesting. On the 10th of March, he posted about how the pain he had been experiencing
I
had
can't
become
get
so
dressed or
excruciating
shower
that he was
myself because it hurts badly.
Does he have eczema?
I can't pull my pants down to go to the
Does he have Cyrax's eczema?
He
His
might.
foot gonna fall off?
bathroom. Someone posting their OnlyFans or this guy posting this? I can't tell anymore. It's all starting to sound equally disgusting. Ugh.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Why is it always diapers? I'm just gonna let Andrew explain as we go on.
his physical therapy. He had been posting about struggling with pain in the days leading up to this, but this one was
Man, I
curious
hurt
in that
badly.
he highlights that he can't pull down his pants to go to the bathroom, which is definitely more information than I'm sure anyone on his Facebook feed wanted to know. On the 15th of March 2011, following the Japan earthquake and tsunami, Andrew shared his obligatory thoughts
God
and
bless.
prayers with the
God
timeline,
bless.
attracting a comment from one account by the name of Michael Ditch.
Absolutely wow. Devastating.
This told us two things: that Andrew's excellent grasp of the English language ran in the family, and that despite their troubled history, these two were still in contact, which may raise a few eyebrows. Shortly after, in April, Andrew would make a post lamenting that he was barred from a local Wendy's for making a mess in their lobby. What kind of
No.
mess?
What
We
did
can't be
he
sure,
do?
but
Wait.
How
Please,
Get
please,
banned from Wendy's.
please don't tell me it's what I think it is.
Why don't you play and find out?
Occo.
Why don't you play and find out?
Okay.
Lord
months
have
Why don't
later,
you
mercy.
the
play and find
story
out?
has changed significantly. In two separate posts, now they were merely complaining about the time it took for
I
a
miss
fish
eating
sandwich to
my
arrive,
Wendy's.
unless he was banned from two separate Wendy's, which is also believable. In July, he puts out a message expressing anger towards people who slander others, stating that they will be punished. After this, his Facebook returned to normal, but his life definitely did not. In December, he was referred again for a psychiatric assessment after he ended up in a physical fight with his brother, argued with his father, Thomas, over a vacuum cleaner, and then threatened to cut his mother's hands off. He denies this and says he's actually doing very well outside of the occasional argument. His mom, on the other hand, says that he's becoming increasingly demanding and threatening, not taking his medication, and is disruptive around the house. When asked if she would be willing to take him back, she is reported to have become angry and slammed down the phone. Don't be surprised if you're feeling a bit of deja vu. It won't be the last
Autism
time.
life
After
story?
maintaining a relatively low online profile, in 2012, he decided to set up a YouTube channel for his business, where he would share the projects that he was working on.
Okay, I'm Andrew from A-Best PCs here. We're going to show you how to do a simple hard drive or hardware upgrade on a laptop.
In these videos, Andrew sounds like a relatively well-adjusted human.
Do you want to learn how to upgrade your hardware on your laptop with Andrew?
I want to learn
Own
how
a
much I have to pay
laptop.
him so he can eat a salad.
being who is knowledgeable on his subject area. If you didn't know him from anywhere else, he'd seem like your perfectly average part-time YouTuber. He also provided hygiene tips in the comment section, reminding people to wash their hands.
This is the last man that will give me hygiene tips.
Yeah, I will
Yeah, I'm
not take
good.
hygiene tips from this man.
The last time I want to hear hygiene tips from this man. I'm gonna
I
be
don't want to
real
hear
with you.
from fucking diaper boy over here.
What sucks is we haven't really even gotten to the diaper stuff yet. We just heard lingerings of the diapers.
Just allegations of diapers.
There's been allegations of diapers. Yeah. There have been allegations of soiled pants.
Mother of pearl. What
After
am I?
handling anything with oil.
Disgusting.
He would upload multiple videos on this channel over the next couple of years, all of which seemed inoffensive in their content, and he would also set up other socials for his business, including a Twitter and LinkedIn, spotlighting his experience in his field. But with his discovery of online communities, he began to indulge his more perverse and volatile side. In 2014, he set up an account on adisc.org, a self-proclaimed AB/DL/IC community.
No!
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
Wait, I'm lost. Wait, what does all of this mean? I don't what
Okay, I'll explain. So ABDL are adult baby diaper lovers,
Diaper lovers.
basically people who like to act like children, or more specifically babies, and participate in baby-like activities,
wait,
such as
wait.
being
Like shitting.
Occo, wait, hold on. Hold on, Occo, hold on.
Oh no, we lost her.
God.
The actual heck did I just
Welcome to the internet.
Welcome to
I
the
want to drink
internet.
bleach. Someone give it to me.
Oh fuck. I just love how it mentions on this website that their members also include incontinent individuals. Like the ABDL stuff is gross, but they're also including incontinent individuals.
ABDLI for
Oh.
and baby furs, because of course there's furries.
Yep. Yep.
Of
Yep. Yep.
course.
with the letters standing for adult baby / diaper lover / incontinent. On his account, he classifies himself as the latter two. Now, if you're into this stuff, you don't normally want to make it known, but in this case, Ditch makes it a bit.
God,
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna be completely
hairline.
honest. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If somebody tells me they're into being incontinent, I probably would have a hard time being a friend with them. Just gonna be honest with you.
Same.
Just gonna be honest. I would have a really hard time being friends with somebody who is actually into just not going to the bathroom like a normal
I mean, I
person.
just like throw him into the psych ward. Is that possible?
No, we
Put him in
closed
the
those.
psych.
We closed psych wards a long time ago.
Open
sadly.
them back up. Put him in a box.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I'm fine with opening them back up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he could
People
be the
like
first
him.
one to go in. He could be the first one to go in.
Please.
Although, unfortunately, I feel like if that were the case, he would enjoy it. That's the sad thing. He would probably enjoy
He
it.
probably would, and then get some more diagnoses.
Yeah.
Ignore by naming the account a best PCs, which is an
Why would you
unorthodox way
use
to
the
court new.
business
Yeah.
name? Fucking retard.
I don't
He's a
think I want to
queen.
go to my PC repair shop anymore. I saw it on a ABDL website.
And my IT guy is into diapers. I didn't need to know that.
I just I don't know. I don't know who's worse. Chris whatever the heck what is Sonichu dude? Chris?
That's
What was his
Chris
name?
Chris
Chan.
Chan?
Just
Chris
Chris
Chan or this retard, this Quango.
Thank you for the 10, Internet Zen Master. I come back from Twitter because I heard ABDL and unfortunately already cursed with the knowledge from a certain fox who God says judge not, but I'm judging Ditch. I've got confession for a reason.
Bro.
Let's continue.
clients. Around this time, he also set up a Google account, which wouldn't see too much activity on it at first, other than 2 long-winded reviews on a local Wendy's.
Not
The
Wendy's.
Wendy's review has since been removed, but in it, he states that he is a business owner, names and shames multiple staff members that he dislikes, accuses them of workplace discrimination, multiple health violations, wrongful termination, and of
I think he's the last one to talk about health violations. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
He is a
I'll be real.
walking health violation.
He's a walking OSHA
He
problem.
is the violation.
You know when they listen. All right, Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs made a video called Safety Third, where he talks about how safety should be important, but we should also make sure we retain common sense. I feel like Safety First was made for people like Andy Ditch.
Yeah.
Alfred, am I getting raided? Ava, thank you for the raid.
Nice.
Did you enjoy making cookies? I hope none of you are eating anything because right now we're learning about the poop squatch.
Poop squat.
So welcome. Anyways, continue.
police on him after he'd had a surgery and his diabetic mother who was experiencing hypoglycemia when they were attempting to dine there. The Wendy's in reference is a branch on Yonge Street in Tonawanda, and this is likely the same Wendy's he's referring to in his Facebook post, as Collin Boulevard is at the interchange that you would turn off for that Wendy's. The Wendy's that he initially admitted to making a mess at, which seems slightly difficult to do if you were ejected before you could even order. The negative review on Tim Hortons in New York is equally amusing, making a variety of allegations against the staff. Pointing towards his experience as a business owner again, he shares an experience where he ordered a steak, egg, and cheese on a jalapeno beagle. I guess that's a buffalo special. His order was missing the steak, his Diet Pepsi was half full, it looks like someone spat on his brother's sandwich, and took a bite out of a cinnamon roll. It's a cartoonishly awful experience.
How am I supposed to eat this pizza without my
For what reason would Andy have to lie about this? Well, the answer answer is at the end of the review. They didn't hire him. The reason being that he is food safety oriented and customer friendly, something that the staff at Tim Hortons are not. But if he was a successful business owner, why was he still mad at Wendy's 4 years later and applying to work at Tim Hortons? Well, outside of him receiving some clients, there was no evidence that this business was actually profitable or even an actually registered business. It was also apparent that Andrew is just a very vindictive and petty person, and if he feels wronged, he will hold a grudge for as long as is convenient for him. And he has no real limit for how far he'll go. Whether that's turning up to a fast food restaurant, making a mess, and then leaving a review 4 years later claiming that he was actually the one who was mistreated. Most people move on from life's inconveniences and difficulties. Andrew, on the other hand, uses it to fuel his victim complex, despite often perpetuating these situations. Even if he was operating a business, he was clearly still a deeply disturbed person and had no interest in changing. In fact, he was only interested in justifications to continue behaving this way.
His shirt was on backwards.
Is it really? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, the tag was in the front.
Oh my gosh. Simon, thank you for the $5 tip on Streamlabs. Could you share me a DM on any of my socials, the discussing origins of the Uo crying face emoji meme? I unfortunately don't have it on me. So you should ask Mizu, because he would probably be a better person to ask for that. I just know of its origins. I don't have it on me. Yeah, ask Mizu or Ava. Ava would probably have the answer as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that on me. Thank you, though, for the 5. Smash the like. Yes, smash like. Smash like for Ava and the Poop Squatch.
Around 2009, he had expressed an interest in being diagnosed with autism. And at this point, the
He
consulting
really
doctor...
loves autism.
Can I just say, why the fuck would you have interest in being diagnosed like that? It's just...
It's just so casual. It's like, I like to sing, I like to dance, I want to get diagnosed with autism.
my quality, you see, it's on when he puts himself on what was it, Bumble is one of the dating apps. I like long walks on the beach, repairing your PC in record time, and getting diagnosed with autism.
What, bro? Who falls for that? Like, no offense, I think if you end up liking someone like him, you're just equally as bad. There's no
Yeah.
way.
seemed particularly curious about pursuing this any further. But in March 2016, he created an account on the MedHelp forums, a discussion board that allows for medical professionals and community members to provide help to people in addressing their individual health concerns. Ditch's biography on this website states that he has received several differing and incorrect opinions from doctors, but was recently...
I want to point out, he admits that he weighs 365 pounds.
No.
That's wow.
Diagnosed with autism and related issues. He also shares that he is struggling with his weight, incontinence, that he is pre-diabetic, suffers from anxiety, anger issues, and needs to have a set schedule. This is the first time on record that he appears to claim that he's received a formal diagnosis of autism.
A chatter asks, yeah. A chatter asks if getting diagnosed with autism helps with defrauding the government of disability. No, that's not why he wants to get diagnosed. He doesn't actually care about getting money from the government. Some Shambler, thank you for the 5. Cream pie Dama.
What?
Wow.
Thank you, chatter.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Well, we're just going to continue.
In the communities forum, he elaborates on this, stating that it is a recent development that he struggles with loud and unpredictable sounds and with crowded areas and events to the point where he needs someone to guide him out. He says he takes jokes literally, struggles with eye contact, and sometimes flaps his arms when he...
I should say, by the way, these are literally all things that you learn about autism if you Google it. Like, if you Google symptoms for autism, these are all of the signs. Issues with some sounds, feelings, flapping your... Now, by the way, a lot of these things I don't have. I'm sure I probably had them when I was a child. In fact, I'm pretty sure as a child I did probably do some arm flapping or feet flapping. Probably. Just a retarded octopus flailing in the sky while listening to the Beatles. But
Goodness fucking
these
gracious.
days I don't do that. But as you can see, he's like posting all of the exact symptoms that he probably got off of Google.
becomes excited or bored. Now, these are all possible
Use the
manifestations
wrong
of
board.
autism, but there's also a lot of discussion about other symptoms that don't seem particularly connected. He talks about struggling with spelling and reading, but the one that stands out the most is that he says he thinks he has sensory issues as he feels more comfortable wearing a diaper as
No,
it
oh
relaxes.
my gosh. What?
I'm going to be honest with you. Some autistic people have sensory things, and there's just things that they like to feel on their body. For me, sometimes it was a blanket when I was a teenager. I can't imagine any autistic person admitting that they like the feeling of a diaper. There's underwear, all right, that I'm sure you could get that has that weird artificial feeling, and it's probably very, very, very cheap.
Hmm.
But diapers, that again, most people would not admit this kind of weird shit. All right. Most people are okay with a little bit of shame. This guy, he needs you to know he likes the feeling of diapers on his butt.
He
Thank
couldn't
you.
just keep that to himself.
No, he couldn't. Thank you, Death the Goat, for 100 SEK. This one is for Elfire Ava. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And keeps him dry and contained. Now, I'm no high authority on autism, but I don't think that Andrew can really associate
Based off of the videos Turkey Tom has done, he might be a little bit more of an authority than some other people.
all of these behaviors with autism. I'm aware it's different strokes for different folks, but there's a word for people who like to wear diapers, and it's not autistic. In this
Thank
post,
you.
he also asks why a well-respected neurologist, someone who treats conditions of the nervous system, did not recognize he had autism. He complains about being treated poorly at Wendy's, again, talks about his time at McDonald's, and claims that he suffered a brain injury that caused him to lose his job, not mentioning that he actually worked at Wendy's immediately after McDonald's. He asks the forum if he has autism or Asperger's, despite Asperger's being phased out of formal diagnoses a few years prior before this
Yeah,
post,
he's working
with
on
it
a bit of
being
outdated information there.
I just think he's an attention seeker.
Oh, he's definitely an attention seeker.
Absolutely.
110% he's an attention seeker.
to a broader recognition of the condition, something you think whoever diagnosed him would have told him. He also asked the forum for advice on going through the higher education system, describing himself as very smart and questioning whether his chronic shoulder pain could actually be worsened by his autism, before abruptly ending the post. This post did not receive any responses, probably because of Ditch's weird fixation on particular subjects and his tendency to talk at length about himself. He laundry lists his symptoms like he'd just read the Wikipedia page and is merely seeking validation from those in the forum, who are probably familiar with the kind of attention-seeking behavior that he's exhibiting. Unable to set up his community there, 1 year later, he launches the Abled, Disabled, and Yet Incontinent support group.
That is quite the name for a blog. Able, disabled, incontinent.
So retarded.
Yes.
I just there's something I want to say, but I can't. I feel like I can't say it out loud here. I'll type it in the chat.
Oh,
One of the
fair.
labels is kids and the other is poop.
Wait, where?
Bottom, there's labels: adults,
Bottom?
bedwetting, BM, bowels, day wedding, diapers, kids, and poop. Do I want to know?
What is with this guy and poop? I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, fuck. Don't I have weighted blankets or chain blankets? There's an armchair that gives you a kind of hug, incredibly soothing. Me? No. I'm just fine with a comforter, you know? Wolfsbane, thank you for the 5. Jesus, that Dima comment is like if Markiplier walked into the room, sees Gardevoir, smash, and then leaves the room without saying a word. Oh.
And says that he is here to provide help and advice to those struggling with incontinence, including advice for children, which is like putting a
No.
village gooner.
Keep him
No.
away from the
No,
children.
no.
Keep him far from the children.
You know, maybe you are correct about the he hasn't like made any other, or well, excuse me, I don't want to speak for the whole video. As far as I know, he hasn't made very many like weird comments towards children. He's mostly just focused towards himself.
I don't care. He a 90,000-foot pole away from children.
No, I would agree. I would agree.
Leave the kids alone. Absolutely, leave the kids alone.
Pass the bleach. Yeah, you have to take it away
Yeah.
from the last.
No, I'm not letting
I told you, motherfuckers, not to come into the stream eating.
You are not taking my bleach. Go get your own.
Which he will delve into in his next blog. This post also received no interaction, likely because if people are struggling with incontinence, they're probably going to see a professional rather than the local diaper guy.
Yes.
Nevertheless, if a psychologist has diagnosed him
Accurate.
with autism, who am I, a humble YouTuber, to question such qualifications? Well, this is where it becomes interesting. In August 2017, Andrew had an appointment with a neuropsychologist, Dr. Santa Maria, likely being referred by his general practitioner, who possibly referred him due to the alleged diagnosis. However, this appointment resulted in the neuropsychologist stating that there was an absence of evidence of autism, and in fact,
problem,
his
my
condition
chatters?
was
Yes.
more indicative of schizoaffective disorder. This was not what Andrew wanted to hear, and as we know by now, if Andrew doesn't have his way, he won't let up until he does. So, after being ignored on online forums, he decided to take his crusade to YouTube, posting a 44-minute video on the platform where he, again, shares his life story, making sure to mention autism in the first 10 seconds.
Oh,
Hey guys, I'm Andy here, and a couple things that you may not know about me so much. One is I was recently diagnosed with autism by a doctor.
Why is he taking big breaths?
Can I just say, I noticed that maybe this is my autism. I noticed the cables, the white cables in the back on that internet switch. That fucking looks like a fire hazard. All right, man. If you're
Very likely.
Put that like off of the shelf because that looks terrifying. It's good. All it takes is one animal, which I don't even know if they have animals. They might have a dog. It takes one animal clawing at that for it to come down, and that's an expensive looking network switch. Sorry, that's just like what I observed. Deadpool kid 12, thank you. It said it is by observation that some people are inherently social parasites. That's a fair assessment. I would agree. I 100% would agree, and he is definitely one of them.
Been seeing for a while now, and he recently just diagnosed me with it.
In fact, he wastes no time explaining the reason that he's making the video is because he has a friend who doesn't believe he has autism because Andrew can talk.
I don't know, guys. Do you believe he's got the autism?
I think he's got something, but not autism.
He needs a punch in the face. That's what he needs.
Whereas certain autistic people cannot.
The one thing I am creating this video for is because I have this friend of mine, who I hope he's considered as a friend of mine. He actually tells me I don't have it because he compares me, who can talk, to other people who he knows that cannot talk. Now, I'm not mentioning any names here, but, you know, I just feel kind of uncomfortable that people just don't understand autism and what it is.
Andrew,
I don't think you understand autism, sir.
He definitely does not understand.
Freaking gracious, man.
He understands what he figured out in 5 minutes on Wikipedia, for sure. He's got pooptism for sure.
We're so
No, chat, no.
Think about that. Oh my gosh.
Boil autism down to certain symptoms exhibited by people before boiling down autism to certain symptoms exhibited by him.
But basically, I gotta stop and think for what I say at some point, just to keep on topic. You may not be able to see my hands here, but they're flapping a little bit there when I was talking, when I was getting frustrated with myself there.
I don't believe that.
You saw that, but you could probably see my hand go like that.
You could be doing anything with your hands,
like loud
sir.
Noises, like thunder.
I don't want to know what he does with his
loud
hands.
Music. And to be honest with you, my counselor had suggested buying a good pair of headphones. Another thing I would have problems with, understanding jokes or sarcasm. And that's the biggest thing I have problems with. And, you know, being able to make friends comes easy to me. but
Yeah.
or easier than
Sure.
cooking.
It feels like
and
such a
pregnancy. And that's the other
checklist,
thing that
man.
bothers me.
It's just like
have,
going
you
down the
know,
notes.
I'm happy being single, but I'm also open to having a
Oh.
friend. You know,
He's like, I'm happy being single. I'm glad you're happy being single because ain't no woman ever gonna touch you.
Yeah.
Some people are better off not reproducing, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
me out with, you know, being in love with me or that kind of stuff, or have a family with me. That is called empathy, right? Well, that's what I have a huge problem with. Feeling other people's feelings and emotions, or understanding other people's emotions. It's very hard to be that
I
way.
don't think you
but
even understand
all
yourself,
these
buddy.
are basically autistic, you know, symptoms.
Most of the video is Andrew ranting about why he has autism, listing off all the knowledge he has on the matter, and even letting it slip that he's been doing some research into the condition itself.
The biggest problem I have is the arm flapping and arm movement, and this movement of my fingers or my legs, where I constantly gotta move, which also could be ADHD as well. But from what I've done,
Fun fact, ADHD and autism might be folded into the same diagnoses. So all of my ADHD friends might just get autism now.
Yay!
Congratulations, you've been given autism. And if he actually does have ADHD, he might finally get his autism.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Not in the way he wanted.
research
Not
on
the way you
is
want.
more autism type of symptom, from what my doctor said at least. Autism is a spectrum of disorders from what I've learned. Basically from my doctor, my counselor, the internet, the YouTube videos, the extensive research that me and my parents have done. It's a spectrum of disorders.
He goes on this tangent about how he was very smart and that he was one of the best performing students in his classes. The pretense for this tangent is to bust the alleged stereotype that autistic people have low intelligence, but is clearly just used here as a self-serving mechanism.
By the way, that's pretty insulting because I know a lot of autistic people in the world that are very damn smart. Very, very smart. Not including myself. I don't have to include myself. Does that mean I have a double autism because I have both? Yes. You have it's it's like when you crack open an egg and there's 2 yolks inside of it. That's like how lucky you are. You got twins. Oh shit, twins.
Oh shit.
Deadpool for 2 says, I have autism. Why don't you believe me?
To boast about his academic achievements, which are all from at least 15 years ago.
Not to say that I'm dumb or anything. When I was in school, I was one of the smartest kids in my school. So every kid, younger and older, would come to me for learning, you know, the science, the history. My earth science class, on my senior year, I would actually have to teach the class weather, because I knew more, quote unquote, than my earth science teacher. That January I took the test and I ended up passing it on the first try with a very high marks. I don't remember exactly what the score was. I think it was like I was in the mid 80s. And here I didn't learn half of this math stuff, but I passed it. I was one of the few people that passed it. But in New York State,
Guys, I don't have no idea what I'm doing, but I still passed.
I still
passed.
I was one of the few students who actually passed a German proficiency test in the New York State Regents requirements. And my German teacher actually said he would never pass it either. He said it was
I'm so
really
smart.
tough
I know my
It's clear that
German more
Andrew
than my
has an image
teacher.
in his head of
You
how
know
he
German
wants to be
guy?
perceived as this high-functioning autistic person, which is probably the reason why he was asking in the forums if he had Asperger's, the Rain Man of cyberspace.
There's times I have trouble remembering what I was going to say in the middle of a conversation. Like there's time I would say, "Oh, I didn't say that, but I was thinking this." It's weird because people make fun of me for that. You know, basically I have a brain fart is what I call it.
Ah, yes, the Andrew Ditch trademarked brain farts. Andy, that's
Brain
not an
fart.
autistic thing. Everyone does that.
I don't think you have a
thing
brain.
I have problems.
He's got
with,
something.
His head's
and
pretty
I'm
big.
sure
He might
I'm
have
not the
one.
only one. And
Yeah, his head is pretty dang big. There's something under there.
Spiders.
I was gonna say something else, but you know what? I'm already pretty grossed out, so I'm not gonna continue.
I feel very uncomfortable about talking about this.
As you'll soon find out, it wouldn't be an Andrew Ditch video without an explicit mention of his favorite topic, his bowel movements.
I guess it's common for people with autism to have problems even with incontinence, even with you know, as an adulthood. It is what it is, and I'm not comfortable.
I'm just gonna say that's not really true. I have said before that autism is also pretty much linked to your digestive system, but
Mhm.
he's wrong. Mostly. I'm just gonna say I really don't need to know about another individual's bowel movements, even if they are autistic.
Me
All right,
neither.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
I do not want to know.
It's just
talking about it in public, but I'm also not shy about it either. Gosh, I want to say, you know, I was in and out of diapers all my life. You know, I had professionals counselors that thought I was, you know, doing it on purpose to get attention.
I wonder why they would say that. Andy. You know?
Want to be wet, you know, have wet pants or wet bed? That's a question I still can't answer to this day why that counselor would even think about doing that.
This time, Andrew ties his incontinence more directly with autism. And although it is true that incontinence is more common in autistic people than the general population, I think it's important to acknowledge that it's a very broad term for bladder and bowel dysfunction. A lot of non-autistic people experience it, and it often doesn't result in people wearing diapers, or at least talking about doing so at length in a YouTube video. But you have to remember who you're dealing with here.
I had all the classic signs of autism.
You know, going by Andy Ditch's standards, I must be a really godly autistic individual because, you know, after the normal time of being a child that has to wear diapers, I didn't have to wear diapers again. So I must be a godly autistic person because the way he makes it sound like all autistic people just have to wear diapers 24/7.
We're cooked.
Or is this Nova's Online's brother? Chat, Nova's next. We're going to look at Nova another time. Nova's another deviant that I can't wait to share for completely different reasons. Oh boy.
And yet, these doctors never saw autism in me. Even when I couldn't speak, even when I couldn't get dressed on my own, even when I couldn't, you know, ride a bike, the way I sing and talk, I can't hold a tune when I sing.
He then reverts to expressing frustration about how it took doctors 32 years to diagnose him with autism, despite his struggles to dress himself, ride a bike, and sing, which are all telltale signs according to him.
The one thing for people with autism and that really helps me cope with my symptoms, whether temper tantrums or meltdowns or whatever you want to call them, headphones. Fidget spinner. Being alone helps me calm down. Like, there's most of the time I want to just isolate myself.
Fidget spinner?
The one thing I don't like though, and I hate it immensely, is people ignoring me.
Even if he wasn't a compulsive liar,
Yeah, they should ignore
making this
you.
video as a response to his psychologist's diagnosis, what would this video tell the average person? Even if he was autistic, he's not going to find community by talking about why he's autistic for nearly 45 minutes. Very few people are like that, and those who are would rather be talking themselves. Who was he showing this to?
I hope this video helps people understand that doesn't mean I can talk, doesn't mean I can't talk.
It doesn't mean I can
or
talk.
someone else can't talk, rather. Doesn't mean the person who talks like me doesn't mean I don't have autism. And that's what I'm trying to get at with people. There are certain people that just don't understand the symptoms of it.
Perhaps it was his psychiatrist, because less than a month later, his psychiatrist, Dr. Richard Wolin, would change the psychologist's diagnosis from schizoaffective disorder to ASD. This is the same doctor who Andrew had brought up his condition to in 2009, so it's very possible that the physician could no longer be bothered to deal with Ditch's bullshit and just relented. So finally, Andrew had exactly what he wanted, an autism diagnosis. He could embrace all the wondrous benefits that an autism diagnosis provided, which included
That's such an
eating out
insult to
at
autistic
autism-friendly
people.
restaurants.
Yeah, I would agree. We're gonna let this play.
running
I know
autism-friendly
Burger
weather
Kings.
forecasts, uploading autism-friendly content on his channel.
Hello guys, I'm Andrew from ABestPCs. Thank you for watching my videos. Take time and subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Tech Times newsletter.
Going to autism-friendly rock concerts, and visits to autism-friendly medical centers, this time because he was feeling depressed. Nothing came of this appointment, although it did give his parents another chance to highlight that he was verbally abusive. However, this utopia would be disrupted again in November 2018, when he had a second assessment with the neuropsychologist who had evaluated him the year before. With the support of his general practitioner, he may have expected less resistance from the physician, but this doctor reaffirms his previous diagnosis of schizoaffective disorder and rules out autism spectrum disorder.
No, it was torn away from him.
Very
No!
good.
Yeah. He's not
Yes.
autistic. He's just schizoaffective, which I think means that he's
Retarded, that's what he
close.
is.
I think that just means that he's getting close to being termed a schizo.
I would have given it to him right away, actually.
Mhm.
He deserves it.
Amazing. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dama. Who's the third person? That's Celestium. Based trash gremlin.
Base.
Yes. Very good.
Oh, he's just a schizo? Yes. Oh.
Disorder. In this report, the doctor notes that Andrew seems very fixated on receiving a diagnosis, and that he has researched buzzwords and symptoms to bring up in the appointment. The doctor refers to his previous report and the evidence of thought disturbance and delusions, which are not characteristics of autism. It's also apparent that from reading the report, the doctor is very hesitant to change his opinion, as he's aware of Andrew's agenda. And even if there was the possibility that Andrew was autistic, his intentions of acquiring a diagnosis make it impossible to actually provide a proper evaluation, noting his careful responses in the examination data and apologizing for stimming and flapping throughout the day, representing Andrew Ditch's tokenized perception of autism. If he was as smart as he said he was, he would have been able to present himself with a hint of subtlety. Instead, he was leaving the clinic with yet another negative result. But how was he going to deal with this news the second time around?
Janet stated that her son got in her face and was screaming at her.
Not very well, with his behavior spiraling rapidly to the point where, at midnight on November 18th, the police would be called to his address, where they would find Andrew's mother, Janet, in a frightened state, who subsequently shared that Andrew had accosted her, became extremely aggressive, and screamed at her. Andrew did not challenge the notion.
I should let you guys know, by the way, just so you can love this guy even more. At this point, his mother is struggling to breathe and is on oxygen. And I believe once or twice fell down and he refused to help pick her up.
Wow, what a jerk.
And his dad, who has back problems, had to help his mom up.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a great child.
Deadpool says, remember the Matrix? Yeah, battery people should exist. Specific
You
ones,
know-
sure.
He was missing a good whipping from his childhood, that's for sure. My mom would have set him straight.
Yeah. Yeah, you think so?
Put him in a black family, he wouldn't do any of that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Had what was described as a meltdown, but he did deny screaming or entering his mother's personal space. At the time, his mother declined to press charges, but his behavior didn't improve, and a week later, Andrew was admitted to the Erie County Medical Center after threatening to take his own life. However, once
brother.
arriving, he denies any of this, and instead claims that his father was making threats the previous night, but now he just wants to go home because it's too loud. In this report, the nurse practitioner calls Andrew a
Still
poor
fishing for
historian,
autism.
describing him as demanding, manipulative, and threatening when observing him on a phone call with his mother. The nurse also states that Andrew called the police while there, stating his needs were not met, and stated his intention to sue all of the doctors in the hospital for not providing him with.
I'm gonna sue you because you won't change my diaper.
I'm gonna shoot you. You're mean to me.
I'm gonna put you in a mental hospital, pal, in the straight jacket.
Throw him
his
in a
medication.
box.
The nurse also reports that he was complaining he couldn't stand due to knee pain, but notes that he was walking fine earlier on in the day. So you can probably guess where this is leading. What's even more telling is the reports of the interviews with his parents, who state that he has been seeking an autism diagnosis while researching and faking these symptoms, with the schizoaffective diagnosis making him very angry. Andrew had since been threatening everyone in his life, including police officers, and once he
Wow.
was detained, he continued to make these threats, in their mind, because he wanted control. In other details, Andrew's parents allege that he has called the police over 400 times throughout the year, often from the slightest
Just a little bit, you know. Just a couple of calls to the police. That's like an average of once a day.
400 times.
An average of once a day, you know.
Was his Wendy's
and that he
cold?
repeatedly makes false
What?
Was his Wendy's cold? He's calling every day. My Wendy's cold.
Can you come warm it up for me? I can't get up.
Officer, can you bring me a microwave?
My dad won't do it. My mom won't get off the floor. Can you come put it in the microwave for me?
What an entitled little. I can't say it. I can't say it, Uncle. I can't say it. Oh my goodness.
At what
Lord
point do the
have-
police stop showing up? They can't. They are required by law to show up.
So they show
That's why
up
it's really
and
unfortunate
microwave
that people like
his-
this exist.
They show up and microwave his food.
Oh.
Gotta microwave his brain.
accusations of abuse, despite being both verbally and physically abusive himself. They state that they threw him out 14 years ago after he assaulted his mother and brother, but he kept breaking into their house until they gave up on
wow.
911, what's your emergency? Can you please remove my... You know what? Never mind. He can stay. Do you still need police to respond? After the
No.
67th time that he tried doing it, I think we're just gonna give up.
We're just gonna let him in.
They refer to Andrew's previous jobs and housing as evidence that he is more than capable of being independent, but chooses not
No.
to, expecting his parents to cater to his every need, and alleging that he is faking incontinence and has been intentionally wetting and soiling himself throughout the week. This appeared to be the breaking point for Janet and Thomas, who state they are considering orders of protection, something that has been considered many times in the past, but who knows? Maybe this time they actually mean it. In a psychiatrist report from this time as well, Andrew is reported to have his disposition change rapidly from cooperative to demanding, expecting the staff at the hospital to change his diaper, likely related to his claims of being unable to move. The psychiatrist explains that Andrew has been offered a diaper, but only on the conditions that he change it himself, something that he has refused to do, all while continuing to threaten.
Yeah, that's the other part. He wants you to. He legitimately wants you to change his diaper. He
We
can't do it
want
himself.
you to change our diapers. And he does the Uncle Sam point.
Himself with 5 says, Andy Ditch is an IRL Eric Cartman, only way less intelligent, and without a hermaphrodite mom. Also, Dama has contagious laughter.
I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm just like, I think the shock hasn't like left my mind. It really hasn't.
Would you believe me if I told you we haven't even really watched a lot of like there's a lot of stuff that might make you really angry coming up.
I don't doubt it.
As long as I get to drink my
demanding
bleach
to call
later,
the
it's all
chief
good.
admin. The psychiatrist clearly does not want to keep Andrew here and references his previous living autonomy as a reason to release him to a shelter. 2 days later, he retaliated against his family by having his father arrested for an altercation earlier on in the year where he made threats towards Andrew after Andrew ate an entire meatloaf. After this, his mother decided to go ahead and press charges for the incident 10 days prior, with both Andrew and his father Tom being taken in by law enforcement enforcement.
Thomas was then booked on single charge of harassment, second degree, and held in the to see judge on 11/28, 2018.
Shortly after his arrest, Andrew was admitted back to the hospital after an incident where he banged his head against a wall as he didn't like the lighting. His autism is repeatedly referred to in these documents, likely because of his own repeated references to it. And here, the alleged autism presents as a hindrance to a planned MRI scan. But shortly after this, he was
I don't know what metal is inside an autism diagnosis, but last I checked, we can get MRI scan.
I don't know what the fuck that's about. It's like, oh, he has autism. We can't scan him.
His brain will break the machine, guys.
Wait, we'll pick the machine.
He's too smart for it, don't you know? He he passed that German class with flying colors. I don't think the machine is not smart enough for him.
The sheer volume of his brain waves will break the machine.
Oh my gosh.
Can't do it.
That's wild, dude. Holy moly, this
It
guy
seemed like
said.
Andrew's failure to acquire an autism diagnosis had pushed him over the edge, and he would go to whatever ends to have his way, even if it meant harassing
needs
his own parents.
autism.
It is completely fair to feel sympathy towards them after the
I can only live if I am diagnosed with terminal autism. Then I can get the Make a Diaper Wish Out Foundation. I don't know. I really don't understand his mindset.
ordeal that he had put them through. But at this point, they had to draw a line and set an
Needs
example.
it.
If Andrew continued to live with his parents, who knew what could happen?
But what I
Maybe
have an
he'll
issue
eat some
with is
salad.
every single time I walk in this door, I'm being told that I'm going to be sued and my job
This is a cop, by the way, that's talking to his dad.
will be taken away, and he's pointing a camera in my face. It's getting ridiculous.
It was clear by now that all of the involved authorities were growing sick and tired of Andrew's shtick, and nobody really wanted to
Don't
deal with
blame
him. In February 2019, he was referred back to the Erie County Medical Center after threatening to take his own life again. This time, he attempts the charm offensive with the reporting doctor, who reports Ditch to be pleasant, calm, and cooperative. Ditch then leverages this to his advantage, sharing that he'd rather his parents not be contacted, as he claims that his father verbally abuses him and his brother. He reports the arrest, but doesn't elaborate on any details, just stating it was due to a meltdown and that he couldn't remember exactly what happened, but that he did appreciate the structure and care the jail provided him, which makes you wonder if they changed his diapers.
No, please. No, tell me the jail didn't do it.
Again,
No!
Oh my gosh, no, please. Girl, you are dying. Oh my gosh. You poor thing.
Save my soul.
Oh, fuck. Your soul's already been dragged down. You gotta drag it right back out yourself.
Oh my
he has told
gosh.
interviewing doctors that he has autism, which
I have
seems to be a
autism.
repeating theme when he expects extra care. Following further interview and consultation of patient files, they discover that Ditch does not have a positive diagnosis for autism from a neuropsychologist, and that he disagrees with this. He expresses the desire to live in a group home where he can have his needs taken care of on a 24/7 basis. And
So
you
someone
can
can just
guess what
change his
that would
diapers
entail.
all the time.
Instead of consulting his parents, this
Yeah, he wants full supervision. Here's the weird thing. He wants full supervision where he can have people take care of him, but then he also wants to do the things of a normal, like he wants to be a disabled with autism and have all the benefits of being disabled with autism, but he also wants to have the benefits of being a normal human being where he gets to do whatever he wants 24/7. That's not how that works.
It's not gonna work like that.
Well, it's not work. We're not going to get to it, but spoiler alert, he's still struggling to. He's like bounced from county to county to county all along the U.S. trying to get that, and it's getting to the point where people are warming up to who he is really quickly and just refusing to help him.
Based.
Yeah, yeah.
They speak to someone by the name of Diane, who is his father's sister. Diane is disabled and had been an advocate for Andrew in the past. It's unclear how much she was involved in her nephew's life, but she had vouched for him in past exchanges with law enforcement.
Every autistic person is different. When I go to court, when I hear him, he's not telling you everything. He doesn't communicate well.
He doesn't communicate well. Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding? He's one of the best communicating autistic people I've ever met.
In this document,
What
she
the heck?
corroborated Andrew's claims.
It depends on what he's asking for. He could be a little baby if he really needs help, but if he wants to articulate himself, he knows what he's doing.
That he had been physically and verbally abused by his family. She also claims she has heard and seen the recordings of evidence that support this and has even bared witness to these incidents. She reports that he is receiving support to find new housing, but it's not moving very quickly and that she feels bad she can't do more. With Andrew clearly winning over these practitioners and Diane's testimony speaking to repeated verbal and physical abuse, the individual writing up this account states that he strongly believes Ditch has autism based on his observations. In spite of this more sympathetic view towards Andrew, a conversation with the lawyer advises the physician that the situation is sensitive, and the general practitioner advises against any expeditious family reunion. He was released to emergency housing in the local area after his family refused to house him. A few days after this, he was given another mental health assessment, which doesn't reveal too much that we don't know already. Some seem more skeptical towards him, while others express some form of sympathy. But a psychiatrist's note is probably the most interesting piece of information here. In this summation, the psychiatrist writes that his family have infantilized him, despite the fact that he seems capable of some form of independence. This contrast is highlighted
Even though he wears
especially
diapers.
with Ditch's claims of incontinence, which seem incompatible with his ability to otherwise perform everyday tasks. It seems that anyone who had known him for a prolonged period of time were familiar with his ability to be independent and self-sufficient, so they were confused by this pattern of regression that he appeared to be demonstrating. A few days later, Andrew found himself in prison again. This time for the charge of second-degree coercion. The report also notes that diagnoses submitted are contradictory, likely referring to the persistent discourse over his autism diagnosis. Over the next month, caseworkers continued their attempts to find him supported housing. However, when the caseworkers needed to acquire what they say is a stability statement, the psychiatrist at the Erie County Holding Center, which is where Andrew was incarcerated at the time, would not sign off on such a statement because they didn't believe that he had an SPMI, or a severe and persistent mental illness. The agency at this point disengages with their search.
The jail psychiatrist doesn't think he's retarded enough for disability housing.
Sorry, so you're not that retarded.
Exactly. It's like, you're retarded, but you're not that retarded. Can we take a break? I think we need a Fiverr. Do you guys want to take a short break? Just like a 2-3 minutes?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the meantime, chat here. I'll show you a post that I found on Twitter. I'll throw it in the side chat for you guys. There you go.
Wow.
Here, chat. For you Pokemon fans, you chose Pombon, and it's just a little dog getting blown in the wind. It's cute. These are a little cleanse, chat. A little cleanse. Oh goodness. One can ponder. Pombon is the best. I have not played. Is Pokemon Wins the new one? I have no idea, honestly. Oh, they both muted themselves. Oh, yes, thank you for the palate cleanser. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope that was enjoyable. Oh my goodness. Chat, you know what sucks? It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, sadly. How's the stream going? I'd say it's going well. I'm freaking out my guests, but you know, at least Dama signed up for this. I asked Celestium literally at the last minute. I was like, "Hey, do you wanna be freaked out? Check out AI images." Okay. Where is I forgot where I put that. There it is. No, I'm late. Can you pretend I've been here the whole time? Sure. Here you go, chat. Thank you, Lamisa. Appreciate that. That's funny. Did I hear about Hassan's dog dying? That was a rumor. It's not been proven. But yeah, allegedly people are claiming that Hassan's dog has been harmed. I hope that's not true. Oh no. Oh no, indeed, chat. Andrew Ditch wants you to change his diaper.
I'm not changing his diaper, but I'm willing to change out his brain for a better one.
I think only God can affect this man at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Is there a source for that rumor? One Twitter account said it, basically. Do you hear about that rumor, Celeste, that people are claiming that Hassan's dog has passed?
Yeah, I was I think I saw it on Twitter earlier, and I was like, I don't know if this is real or not. I don't really care about the guy that much, and
Yeah.
I feel bad if the dog really did. I mean, is it because I haven't seen the dog on stream? Is that what's going on?
I don't know, but again, I think it's fake, only because
Mm,
like it's not really backed up by anything. And I feel
yeah,
like more people would make a big deal out of it.
yeah. Wasn't he like supporting Iran or something today or the other day? I don't remember it. Like,
Hassan was I think he was supporting the Iranian regime.
yeah.
And I see your full model. Join my Discord, and you can get a picture of it there. Good sir. So fake news? It is probably fake news. It is probably fake news. Oh goodness.
What a mental illness. Goodness gracious.
You think so?
I just Lord knows that I'm not normal, but like this guy this guy takes the cake and the freaking box and puts it in his mouth.
And then asks you to change what comes afterwards.
Ah! I don't want to know
Fucking Franks.
Oh my gosh. I can't, bro.
All right. Are you guys ready to resume?
Yep.
All right. Did you see the meme I posted in the chat?
I want you to change my
Oh fuck.
When
All right, let's continue.
Responsibility over to the holding center, who released Andrew to other accommodations. At this time, Andrew decides to share his grievances on his meteorology account on Facebook. It's his only Facebook account that's remained active over the past few years, but anybody who did see this post would probably be wondering why the account was breaking character. In this statement, Andrew reasserts that he has autism and sensory problems, and that he is now in a homeless hotel. You'd think that this is some kind of cry for help, but actually in this post, Ditch says that he's doing better, because the eerie county holding center is helping him out with his meltdown coping skills. So what is the point of this post? Well, it's for Andrew to yap about all of his autistic traits again, and to mention that he had another headbanging meltdown on April 8th. Which doesn't make it sound like he's doing too well. I wonder how thankful he would be if he realized that the holding center's skepticism towards his conditions was preventing him from entering supported housing. Immediately after this, he would also put out a tornado warning for all of his Texan followers.
Gotta let people know about that.
Gotta let them know.
However, it seemed that this improvement didn't last after he was readmitted following another mental health break.
What are you gonna do? Lock me in the loony bin? I will
Yes,
Here, he was addressed by another doctor who had previously advocated for an autism diagnosis for him, and did so again. However, following a neuropsychological consultation, this diagnosis once again had doubt cast upon it. This time, when contacting his Aunt Diane, she declined to vouch for his character, instead calling him a pathological liar. And when she was attempting to answer questions related to his behavior, she said she could not because she simply did not know him well enough. The evaluating doctor agreed with other reports that Ditch appeared to be exaggerating his conditions, and that Andrew's confidence in the symptoms actually prevents a clear diagnosis. And although he can't rule anything out, he also can't confirm it either. Andrew, as always, did not take this well. And a few days later, reports indicate he was again under arrest, this time for destruction of his parents' property, implying that he may have attempted to confront them.
We have to stop this repetitive calling everybody when you don't get what you need. We need what you think you need. You are able to live independently.
Oh, I am.
Okay.
Did you hear how he responded to that?
Oh, I am.
He sounded so pissed off. Oh, I am, huh? I am.
I am.
Like, we're going to get more into his regressive talking later, but he's just like, oh, you think I am, huh? You think I am, huh? And it gets so weird and vindictive and
My
gross.
mom would have grabbed the belt and he would have gotten the biggest whooping of his life for talking
Yeah.
like that. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm allowed to shop on my own with
Yes.
no problems. Okay.
So listen,
Okay.
let me finish.
Okay.
You're sitting here with a laptop and what is this?
A
Just let
tablet.
me finish. A tablet and a cell phone. I would be willing to bet that if you pull up the search history on your phone, there's all kinds of things. You're able to maneuver Uber. I can't even maneuver Uber.
You're able to maneuver Uber.
Following his stint in jail, he was once
That's
again
so
released for further
wild.
examination, where an interview with his care coordinator reveals his parents have taken out an order of protection against him, in this case preventing Andrew from taking part in offensive conduct. She also seems unconvinced by Ditch's behavior, stating that despite being tech-savvy, he claims to be unable to set an alarm to remind himself to take medication, and uses, quote, excuses such as, I won't hear the alarm. He was discharged to a motel.
Do you think you would hear the alarm?
Bro, I mean, when I went down south, I heard the alarm pretty clear. That woke me up real
Yeah.
good.
Apparently he can't. Apparently he cannot. Poor guy.
Pay them.
Uh-huh.
You pay me.
And he had been banned from the local homeless shelter for defecating on the floor.
Bruh! Brother,
You know, homeless shelters probably are really hard to keep themselves clean. They're probably not all that clean. But
And he added to the uncleanliness.
yep.
Shit! Bombs away, boys, bitch!
Oh,
The curator finishes on the note that he alienates anyone who tries to help him. It seems the more time people spend around,
Just to let people know, I'm pretty sure that's an old skit.
the more they despise him, which is not a good sign.
You've already been tested for
Oh,
autism.
I have?
Yes.
Oh, I have.
And you do not have autism, Andrew.
Okay.
That is what the results
Okay.
come back is. You do not have autism.
Whatever it is, then why do I have sensory problems? Why?
I don't know why you have sensory problems.
No, you do know.
No, I don't, because I'm not a medical professional. Regardless of what the issues you have, it does not say that those issues are preventing you from living on your own.
By now, everyone from psychiatrists to caseworkers had tried to help Andrew back on his feet. He was extremely desperate to find himself in a group home, but he was unable to receive endorsement from the authority figures which would enable him to do so. It was pretty clear from the evidence and interviews that Andrew was able to live independently. He was just actively choosing not to, and that a group home would just indulge that nature rather than actually helping him manage it. Professionals did not feel comfortable supporting him, but when faced with the ultimatum, instead of deciding to live on his own, Andrew concluded that the only solution was to regress further, because surely that would make people believe him.
Guys, this is my room.
My room.
With his housing situation in jeopardy, Andrew had very little options but to make his case online again. This time uploading a video to his personal channel, Andrew Ditch. He posted it from his motel and made sure to emphasize his supposed autistic traits, but this time with a slightly different delivery.
Everything everywhere. I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know how. I just don't know.
I just don't know.
I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No. I don't know.
No. Let me see.
I don't know.
That poor motel.
Surprised I don't see Wendy's. I don't see any Wendy's in here.
No Wendy's. Well, remember he was banned from Wendy's. So. he was banned, so
He could have tried a different location.
yeah.
I'm struggle, guys. I'm struggle.
I'm struggle. Yes, you are struggle.
Help. Andy looking for idea help. It's really struggle.
This is not behavior that I, as a viewer, or any of the professionals have been acquainted with in the past. He seems to be mimicking the speech of a young child in distress. He's made a mess in his room, and he shares the news with his audience that he is struggling.
And then, this garbage, that's not garbage, it's the stuff I hit can't put away, I don't know. And then the pop bottle, and I just realized there's garbage in
pop bottle. Shut up.
Look at fridge thingy.
Fridge thing? Fucking retard.
Has anybody slapped this guy across the face?
Hit him with the chocolate. Hit him with the fucking chunk.
Oh, let me stop. I'm getting violent in my brain.
Pointing towards a loaded fridge. He thinks that being unable to string together basic sentences, speaking about himself in the third person, and using a childlike cadence is his struggle.
There's my weather radio there. I love radio.
My whittle radio.
Have weather radio alert thingy. But this is that's my white noise maker. I can do it different.
I like how he just he has to he goes from going baby speak to that's my white noisemaker.
My white noisemaker.
It's so fucking blatant, man. It fucking pisses me off.
Sounds I can turn different sounds up. This one bothers me because it's sensitive to thunder. You know,
the Nature Valley granola bars.
He has some items he's interested in all set up and organized, such as his weather radio, his oil diffuser, and his Wi-Fi, which he boasts that he can use to control the lighting in his room. But when it comes to matters that Andrew would rather be helpless at, such as cleaning himself or his room, he becomes extremely flustered and upset, framing himself as unable to address these matters.
Look at this. This is just my.
That sink was dirty. I don't want to know
how to do this stuff. I mean, may I ask?
I just don't know how to do this stuff.
I don't know what
to
do. I don't know.
How do I organize? I mean, how do I organize? I mean, how do Andy do it?
This is his Hail Mary to try and draw attention from some sort of service or advocate to his case, as he pulls out a toy and attempts to broadcast his more autistic side.
What kind of toy?
It's a clicker. I love this toy, and
Read
I
him!
don't know why. It's a little toggle thing, a little switch back and forth. There was a little thing that like a joystick thing for a toy.
Flicker train him to use the bathroom properly.
Yeah, needs to check the hard drive. That's funny, yeah.
The sound.
Probably so. Oh goodness, thank you Deadpool for 5. I imagine using a belt right now and just whooping Humpty Dumpty. You might crack him open unironically if you do that though.
Right.
Unironically.
That sounds about good, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even understand this.
In this video, he doesn't outwardly state that he is autistic, but the implication is obviously there. It's clear that after realizing that intentionally seeking a diagnosis was actually jeopardizing his chances, he would just exhibit all the symptoms without further elaboration.
Okay, look at this, guys. It's
a fidget spinner!
Oh my god, I want to
I
jump.
love the thing. I'm just watching it spin on my camera. It's like, is this things that spin that really attract me? I don't know why, guys. I don't know.
Chat says this house is filthy. Tape, that's not a house. That's his hotel room that he's living in. That's somebody else's hotel room that he has to that gets cleaned, not by him.
How long has he been staying here? He has LED lights.
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. The fact that he has LED lights is also pissing me off as well, because it's just like, he knows how to do complex things, like set up LED lights. He doesn't know how to not poop his pants.
He wants to unlearn how to not shit his pants.
Yeah. Those poor hotel cleaners, those poor hotel cleaners.
I don't know why. Danny just.
They probably don't even want to bother with
The
his room.
spontaneity of his feelings in this video is obviously undermined by the fact that he recorded it, uploaded it, posted it, and gave it a title, trying to attract attention from anybody relevant.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's really funny. It's just like, it's a very poor impersonation of autism. Why did you film yourself and put it on the internet for everybody to see? Why'd you do that, man? That's a very not cash money thing to do if you're trying to convince people.
Yeah.
I want to say, I'm sorry for not. I just can't do it. Just can't do it.
I can't do it. Puts up LED lights.
Andy not normal. Andy not normal.
Andy not normal? Yeah, we know, sweetie.
Normal. Andy just not normal. Andy not normal. I just want.
No, he sounds
I
weird.
want help. I don't
This
know.
is disturbing.
Struggle. Andy's struggling. I don't talk. Language not hard.
Even from a performative angle, this is really unconvincing, and it's just insulting to people who are autistic. Yes, autistic people are more likely to be overwhelmed by tasks that others find simple, but they don't turn into a crude caricature of a child and suddenly start exhibiting behaviors that have never been witnessed before in their lifetime. This is not the behavior of someone being overwhelmed by a daily task. This is the behavior of someone who is upset that nobody believes them anymore. Most children would take better care of themselves than this. Nevertheless, whether related to the video or not, he kept persisting, and in June, his case was heard once more. After being contacted by New York's Office for People with Developmental Disabilities, his accommodation case was reopened at the request of the Department of Social Services. A few days after the case was reopened,
It's autism blackface. Kind of. Yeah, I could see what you mean by that, chat.
appeared on his documents stating that he was bipolar and that he was currently at a hotel. The case was picked up by an individual who had been calling around to see what could be done for Mr. Ditch. And Andrew posted on his meteorology account that he couldn't wait for a group home to help him with his life skills. He states that he hates the fact that he struggles with sensory overload and meltdowns, and that he can't wait to be an asset and a productive member of society. It seems that his attitude had adjusted significantly since the last time people...
Spoiler alert, the latter half never happened.
had attempted to find housing for him.
Wow.
Andrew's two sources of support on
figured
this
it
matter
out.
was someone by the name of Erica, an advocate who we'll talk about more later, and someone by the name of Merrick, a long-standing support worker for Andrew. Erica seems sympathetic towards Andrew's needs and explains them to the caseworker. Merrick, on the other hand, is more skeptical towards Andrew, sharing that he has a habit of sabotaging attempts to find him group homes, regardless of how they cater to his needs. Interestingly, Erica is under the impression that Merrick is no longer working with Andrew, something that is false, pointing to the idea
Whoa! Magma, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Welcome.
Whoa.
If you got one,
Pretty
make sure you
hog.
say thank you. Very much appreciated. Very, very
Yeah.
much appreciated.
Go Magma.
Bless. Thank you, Magma.
one didn't want this caseworker talking with Merrick and hearing his skepticism. In spite of this, they pressed on, trying to find some sort of suitable housing that would cater to Andrew's very specific needs. Andrew continues to insist that he has the potential to function normally, even sharing a recipe on his Facebook called Coolio's Chicken Marinade Dinner, which I think is just a ripoff of one of Coolio's old cooking recipes.
Lot of diced garlic.
Am I allowed to pimp your house too or no? I'm sorry. All right.
Although this post appeared to show Andrew was cognizant and functional, a few days later, he was described as completely the opposite. When the caseworker reached out to him to talk about scheduling an appointment, Andrew very conveniently regressed again, despite remembering to name drop the Office for People with Developmental Disabilities. The account notes that Andrew became increasingly loud over the phone and interrupted the caseworker, rejecting any forms of help and
Me
again
not have
asserting that he was
schizophrenia.
autistic, at which point
You know, I'm starting to doubt that. Maybe he does.
He might.
I think he might, you know?
the organization requested to disengage. Despite wanting to appear enthusiastic and willing to live in accommodation, Andrew's Goldilocks complex was preventing him from actually making any progress on finding suitable housing. This was likely intentional, moving the goalposts every time someone seemed close to scoring, and fabricating additional issues with tasks that he didn't struggle with before.
You guys don't talk to my one friend and advocate, Joanne. She can tell you guys do not talk to my one friend and advocate, Joanne, that can tell you that me don't want autism.
Me
There's
don't
not a
want
medicine out there
autism.
to help somebody with that.
Me
It's
want
only
diaper
struggle
change.
with all my life with the symptoms that I've been told that I deal with, and you're gonna call me a liar on this stuff?
You are a
I mean,
liar.
seriously.
You're a fat, morbid, obese liar.
Damn.
Oh,
Brutal. Brutal woman. I like it. I like it a lot.
love it.
What it's being said by a lot of people. I can't see Mark Parker calling you a liar. No. Myself calling you a liar. But why would people say that if they believe in something, they could do it? Do you not? Because I talk to people, it's going to get me to know what to do when don't even know how to sing a song. Where's the movie theater and where's the money if me acting?
Andrew is also really obsessed
What?
with singing.
What are those things?
He's basically mocking her when she's like, you don't have autism. And he's like, oh, where's the movie theater where I'm faking my autism? That's what he's trying to say.
He's retarded.
It's very mean of him to say, because like he knows what they're saying and he's just trying to jab back at them, and it's like, bro, this doesn't help you. Takes away resources from people that need help. Oh, he definitely
Yeah.
does. At times he has taken rooms in support group homes that other people could desperately take, and what sucks is because they don't have 24/7 support, he would not enjoy those group homes and eventually get kicked out of those group homes. So, you know, I honestly, I really don't know what this guy's end goal is, other than just like going to prison where he gets taken care of 24/7. But yeah, outside of that, I really don't know what this man's goal is, because there's no situation where he's gonna get somebody to change his diapers 24/7 and then him be allowed to play Fortnite all day. You know? I just don't see how that's ever gonna work.
Yeah.
Oh.
That he thinks me can do and can't do. Do you mind
you know, providing some of that for me?
Sure, you can make a phone call.
Chatter says I work at group homes for physically and mentally disabled. He's a drain on the system in every way. I agree.
Yeah,
You know,
he absolutely is.
I think for a while my mom was worried that I'd have to go to a group home because, like, when I was a teenager, I was like such a pill. And I think she was really happy that that didn't happen.
Mhm.
She's like, I'm glad that you went on a mission and like actually got started with life. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm kind of glad that I can live on my own. This guy's a fetishist. This is true. This is very, very true. I mean, I agree with you there.
Communicate, you can email, you can text, you can record conversations.
That
You
was
can,
set up by my phone automatically, but
you
yeah.
can YouTube, from what I understand, you have a YouTube channel, this is what I was told, some type of social media channel. So those are very higher level of functioning. The fact that you can change your diaper without, is showing your fine motor skills. Within the speech, when you call me with the messages and within the phone call, you display a speech impediment, but then further in the conversation, you speak totally normal, which is a beautiful thing because hopefully that those skills can be honed in, and somebody can work with you on that.
Andrew continued to push the idea that he was unable to take care of himself, and his baby talk that he had developed, although often fluctuating, would become increasingly prevalent in regular conversation. The problem was that Andrew wanted to have his cake and eat it too. He wanted to be infantilized for certain needs, but he also wanted to have the autonomy of an adult for hobbies and work.
You're too intelligent and functional to be disabled. Yeah, that's exactly what she told him. You're not retarded enough, my man. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be apologizing. That's a great thing. Darsky raid? Darsky, did you raid me? Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome.
Welcome in, Raiders. Hello.
Welcome.
Really quickly. Internet Zen Master says, horrific thought crossed my brain. Andy was likely in an extended stay / long-term hotel room, so there's an alarmingly high chance no cleaning staff entered the room while he was there. Food for thought. I really don't want to think about that. Thank you very much.
Work that he was interested in. There was no type of housing that wouldn't come with some strings attached, and he was not ready to accept that. Notes at the start of September indicated that Andrew was only interested in working with the Office for People with Developmental Disabilities and required staff available to deal with his incontinence, something that made finding suitable housing significantly harder. So, in the end, although many people tried to find him a home, his requirements were deliberately impossible to meet, and in spite of the protective orders against him from his family, he decided to go back to them, where all hell broke loose.
And so now at this point, he's going back home.
So I know you didn't want anything done, but it's at the point where I'm going to press charges, okay?
Andrew Ditch was always a bit of an unstable person, but as fall 2019 set in, he began to adopt a terminally online approach to covering his life, recording nearly every single interaction regarding his condition and any conflict with those around him, of which there were many.
And if my lawyer, and if my, I just not good.
I think he's hitting himself.
I hate words. I hate words. I hate words.
This account has since been deleted, along with many of the videos posted there, but the remains of the channel and the recordings tell a very interesting story.
This is a police report, and this was dated in 10/11/2019. What my dad hit me, and he ended up getting not even arrested. He didn't even get any charges on him.
As we know by now, Andrew would contact the authorities if anyone even looked at him the wrong way, and he would regularly provoke his father, wait for him to say something out of pocket, and then start recording. Throughout much of this, Andrew would also contact local law enforcement. Officers would then arrive at his house and then roll their eyes and leave upon finding nothing of substance. This was not a satisfying conclusion for Andrew, and in October, he would up the stakes a little. First, by filing a police report against his father, Tom, claiming that Tom had assaulted him in his truck, and secondly, by poisoning his entire family.
Okay, it's polyethylene glycol 330/50 USP powder for oral solution.
Huh. Wonderful.
It seems that Andrew's interest in fecal matter went a bit further than just being strictly personal. And on October 18th, he would add a secret ingredient to the family coffee machine, Epsom salts. A significant component of Epsom salts is magnesium sulfate, which, when ingested, has the effect of being a laxative, something that Andrew obviously knew. In fact, he was pretty proud of this, and looking forward to all of the chaos that would be unleashed. It was clear that his family did not see the funny side, and after some investigation, 10 days later, his brother and father were called down to the station, who felt that it was imperative that something be done before the situation deteriorated.
It's not the,
Yeah. Alright.
the laxative or,
I'm concerned that things are gonna blow and something bad's gonna happen. So what I would like is to get your guys' statements. I don't wanna see you get arrested, okay? And I know that he baits you, and then he starts to recording once you get mad. He needs help. Your home is not the right environment for him. It's not good for you.
So just for people that are listening, what you're listening to right now is a cop trying to convince his dad to take action against him, because the cop is like, listen, you're the abused party here, and he is harming you, and you need to take action against him, otherwise he is just going to continue to do this to you. That's basically what the cop is like talking about right here.
I mean, if you get arrested, who's taking care of Janet?
Nobody.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, because he won't take care of it.
What's Andy gonna do to her?
In this interview, Andrew's father shares concerns that this has probably happened more than once before, and that he only recently put the pieces of the puzzle together. Detective Wark also shares information that when Andrew was being interviewed about the incident, he was actually amused by it all, and admitted to doing it multiple times before.
So he was the actual one that looked into it after I talked to the officer last week about it. Me and Joe came in, because we kept on wondering why we're sick, and Joe was losing a lot of work and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I says, it kind of dawned on me. I says, Joe's laxative he used when he had colonoscopy was sitting on the stove. And I says, oh, maybe that's slipping into something. But then when he made the comment and then told, I don't know what's her name, Joanne, that he put it in our stew.
Yeah, you
And
put it
that
in your stew?
And then we better be close to a bathroom because I was going to explode and all this other stuff.
I'm not trying to get you against your son, but when he was in here the other night, I watched the body camera footage from talking to Lieutenant and Officer Cruz.
You find it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it. And he thinks it's funny.
Hey, oh yeah, he was laughing about it. I asked him about it.
Really?
Well, what
And he
happened?
says he's done it to you before in the past.
Oh yeah, he did it one other time. We used to do it on, I used to do it on one park.
So I don't know if anybody picked up on that there. The cop said that Andy, when they explained to him like what happened, he took glee in learning that his parents were in physical pain from the laxative.
That's disgusting, bro.
That's disgusting.
He was like gleeful about it. That he was like laughing when he was reading it.
That is so demonic on like so many different levels.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
Everyone in the room is on the same page at this point. They feel Andrew doesn't want to actually improve his situation. So the detective comes up with a proposition that they will arrest Andrew and charge him, but not for the purpose of putting him in a full-blown prison. Instead, for the purpose of using that arrest and potential conviction to mandate transfer to some sort of facility that would provide him with the structure and discipline that he so desperately needs.
My plan is to, and it sucks, to arrest him for this, okay? And get him into possibly mental health court, okay? And then he's mandated to do things, or he sits in the can. And he doesn't want to go back to the old. That's why he's calling me and he's all in a panic.
It's clear that although there are some reservations within the family who are concerned that this would be a repeat of what happened earlier in the year, where Andrew's time away often led to them being called by various services and facilities who couldn't handle his erratic behavior.
I mean, how was that time when he was in Amherst? How was that time for you guys?
It was hectic for us.
When he was gone?
When he was gone, because the Amherst police kept on calling me.
He won't leave him alone.
24/7 they were calling.
For welfare checks.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah,
we arrested him for it.
Yeah. He was calling when I was walking the dogs in North Tonawanda on the thing, and then I had to come back.
Well, besides the calls, how was it? I mean,
when Andy wasn't there and he didn't bother us, it was fine. But it wasn't Andy was calling me directly. They were calling my wife, the Amherst police. And my wife
They
says,
don't know.
okay,
Yeah, they don't know what's
because
going on.
ADS and all them they all said, look at Andy is lost. He doesn't know where he's at. He hasn't been fed for days. He doesn't have any food. So they wanted to know if we could supply him the food, take him dinner every night, and so on and so forth. Then they went back to jail for a while, and then when he got out of jail, the thing started on the boulevard. I drove over 3,000 miles this summer just for him, for chasing, because either he was lost, he needed food, or every time they were calling us, we had to move the stuff out of the motel.
He was playing the autistic game at that point.
Yeah, but he talked. You should hear him.
I think he's given up on that.
I'm not kidding you. I talked to him for probably an hour and a half at least, and then Officer Cruz talked for another hour.
The whole thing was an hour 43 minutes.
But he was talking real clear.
Here, most of this interview, I'm just gonna jump past the interview because like we've already got most of the context from it, so we're gonna jump to about here.
Is it Erica that was helping him?
Erica.
He burned that bridge
She
hard.
stayed at nights with her sister's house.
You know what?
Yeah,
He
yep,
sent
all
her
right about there.
67 videos and 101 text messages, and people are having to change their phone numbers. Yeah. So we got to do something.
A lot of the conversation over the next hour is related to behavior that we're already aware of, but they provide their statements. And a week later, Andrew is arrested for poisoning his family.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is one of the best pictures that we have of Andrew Ditch. It's what I used for my thumbnail. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Base mugshot.
Yeah.
Family being held on 2 felony counts of second-degree attempted assault, 2 counts of third-degree criminal tampering, and a felony charge of aggravated criminal contempt for breaching the order of protection that was in place.
Police in the city of Tonawanda say 34-year-old Andrew Ditch spiked his family's food and coffee.
So yeah, this got on national news. That's how bad it was. So like I said, there is a chance that you might have seen this on the TV if you ever watched the news, and you would not even know about it. Chat, press 1 if you saw this on the news. I may be doubting that maybe anybody did, but this was on the news.
Wait,
At
what
least
state?
well, I know it was local, Tonawanda, New York news, and
No.
I believe it also went national. So there is a chance that you have seen this if you ever watched the news, chat.
Laxatives and Epsom salts. Ditch allegedly sprinkled the substances on food and put laxatives in the reservoir of the family coffee machine.
This incident actually made multiple news sites, including social media. On Facebook, some people shared his side of the story and expressed sympathy for him, including posting a message that Andrew had sent to the Tonawanda city community the year before, accusing his father of being abusive. Andrew himself responds to someone, repeating allegations that he won't go back to the house because it's unsafe and that he's now in a hotel and loving it. However, another person shares their own personal story, stating that she had come into contact with him on an autism page and that he would share videos of the alleged abuse, but it turned out to be just Andrew abusing his parents. She states that she has 2 autistic children and genuinely wanted to help, but he was just an attention seeker who wanted a diagnosis above anything else. She also mentions that he has harassed pretty much everyone, and if you block his number, he'll just call from other numbers, stating that he's very good with tech. It was a very concise account from someone who had no side to take on someone who wasn't well known at the time. And what this says is that Andrew already had a reputation. To add insult to injury, shortly after this arrest, he attended an autism assessment at the Western New York Center for Children and Families.
Because, you know, he's still seeking that fucking autism diagnosis. He still needs it, don't you know?
I need shit.
I think he needs to be induced into a coma. Anyway, let me stop.
I think he needs Jesus.
Oh, he definitely needs Jesus.
That first.
He definitely needs Jesus.
With his mother. This was another thorough evaluation of Andrew, and the physician, Dr. Naylor, reviewed past documents and present behavior to see if a new diagnosis could be reached. However, during the interview, the doctor was, like many others, confused by the inconsistent behavioral patterns presented by Andrew, and how they've only just surfaced in the past few years. He was also bemused by Andrew's use of infantile language, stating that it is not consistent with autistic tendencies, although further evaluation will be carried out before a conclusion is reached. A few weeks later, the interviewing doctor reaches out to Andrew in a phone call at the start of December, a phone call that he was bound to regret, also mentioning that Andrew had been, again, emailing and calling them repeatedly.
The reason I'm calling Andrew is I'm responding to the emails that you had sent and, phone calls to my administrative assistant. Yeah. After we met the first time, when we initially met, you sent me some additional information, or I made copies of previous assessments that you've had done by Dr. Santa Maria.
He states that after further evaluation and review, the psychologist concluded that Andrew did not have autism.
No, damn it.
No.
Not again.
He
Fuck.
needs it.
How will he live?
Can't live. He can't because this
He's
doctor
gonna
said he
quill
doesn't have
himself.
Oh, fuck.
Confirms Dr. Santa Maria's diagnosis of schizoaffective disorder. In explaining his rationale, this doctor highlights Andrew's strange use of pronouns and explains that this is more likely to be indicative of something else, which Andrew then takes as well as you would expect him to.
When reviewing other documents that you provided me, and after meeting with you, I'm going to conclude and support Dr. Santa Maria's assessment.
I don't know why everyone says different things.
The reason why
I've been
Nobody believes me.
Spola denies me every time we go for, a client. I can't get housing.
He published this online and provides additional commentary over the top of it, responding to this doctor in even more detail. It's clear that, again, this doctor found himself in an awkward position where Andrew was attempting to provoke an autism diagnosis, but the doctor simply couldn't go along with that.
So one thing, Andrew, generally people with autism who have difficulty in social situations generally have the ability to change how they are referring to themselves.
Dr. Naylor, if you got the speech reports, you would see that was my...
I forgot. That's him cutting in, talking over the call that we're listening to right now.
Anxiety issue. Clonopin resolved that a lot. It's also easier for me to talk with the Clonopin, but I still have a communication problem. You can't use that as a symptom of schizophrenia because there's all kinds of medical documentation stating my speech problem.
The doctor gives Andrew far more time than he should, and even though Andrew says he doesn't care for the autism diagnosis, something that we know to be plainly untrue by this point, you can tell he takes immediate offense when the doctor declines further assessment, stating that he does not have autism.
I understand some things on that where it's similar to autism, but Andy don't want autism. I just want the proper help. I've been denied.
Andy don't want like
nobody willing to use that diagnosis.
Right. So what I'm going to do is, and the reason why further assessment isn't needed to determine if you have autism is because you don't have autism.
How do you know? But we didn't do this test.
I'm just here laughing. He doesn't have autism.
Help is so hard.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want autism. So you don't have autism.
And if you look at the CDD's letter that Dr. Hamilton sent out, she agrees it needs to be done.
The remainder of the call is a pretty painful back and forth, with Andrew regularly talking over the physician as he tries to explain his rationale, only confirming that he was right to deny any autism diagnosis. In his upload, Andrew would again try to make his point from a psychological perspective, which he obviously feels makes his point. But really, it only proves how rehearsed his knowledge on this condition is.
I think that the best thing to do would be to work with your therapist to Horizons and continue.
Order this test. Do you not understand? But dude, this was last year. They tried doing spool even from the holding center, and they
getting louder.
Give me help.
People, once you are given a diagnosis on your medical record, doctors tend to always lean towards that diagnosis, even if you don't display the symptoms of that. I have problems with my social and emotional sharing of back and forth. I have problems with back and forth conversations. They're always one-sided. They're always about me and my interests, and I have trouble responding to social interactions.
Andrew is very articulate when he needs to be and when he needs to make a point.
He was reading the autism diagnosis, and I believe the DSM, I believe. A side note that Andy can't do anything by himself, but he loves to talk about law. He's very knowledgeable about that. Yeah, he's gotten very knowledgeable about the law. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, chat?
That's
points.
crazy.
However, when he's faced with pushback from higher authority that prevents him from having his way, he immediately lashes out. And like clockwork, 4 days later, he voluntarily admitted himself for depression before
And he's back again for suicidal ideation. Yay!
Doctor, I feel sad. Can you change my diaper?
Just for the weekend, you know?
For the weekend.
I'm just depressed for the weekend. He can have my disability. I don't think he wants your disability. He just wants the ability to
He
get his
wants
diaper
autism.
He
changed.
wants autism.
Yeah, sorry, I don't think you have the tism, so he doesn't want it. Sadly.
being discharged and being moved to a shelter, reportedly because he was feeling unsafe in his home. A few days later, a note of diagnosis came.
You feel unsafe in your home. You're the one that put laxative in your dad's coffee.
Through confirming that he was still diagnosed as schizoaffective, and on Christmas Eve, documents state that they were again going to screen him for housing, and so the cycle restarts.
Some people who have different issues, like schizoaffective disorder, may not see themselves as having these difficulties.
In spite of his reservations from the previous assessments, Dr. Naylor agreed to do a follow-up assessment where he could take a closer look at Andrew and see if he could draw any concrete conclusions regarding a diagnosis. However, despite providing a detailed write-up of the time he spent with Andrew and his performance and tests, the physician declined to make a diagnosis.
I'm not
other
surprised.
Than an unspecified anxiety disorder. This is because Andrew had been spamming the doctor with emails, texts, and phone calls, which has clearly colored the psych.
You called me way too much. I don't want to give you a diagnosis now. Fuck you, man. Get out of my clinic.
Literally.
I don't like violence, but if this guy got beat up in the street, I mean, maybe that might help.
Might help.
You want to know what's funny?
Did he get beat up?
No, but he tried to get himself run over in the street.
Wish it worked.
I don't know if we'll get to that tonight. We'll see. But there was a point where when he didn't get his way, he went to go lay in the street so that he could
Not a tantrum.
Well, no. According to him, he doesn't know how to safely walk across the street, so he went to go
my
lay in the street. It was
So
absolutely
how did he get there? Did he walk or did he like fly?
Did he Uber?
He flapped his arms and got into the street.
Why did the chicken cost the woad? It was too Todd.
This is so shameful on so many levels. Can I teach you how to pray, Star? Yeah, I can teach you how to pray. I might need to go to sleep first and tell you tomorrow morning, though. I need to learn how to pray today, too.
He flapped his arms and flew. Exactly, Chad. You remember that movie about the kid who could fly? It's about an autistic person. I think the autistic person was Andy Ditch.
He believes he can fly.
Judgment surrounding Andrew's intent. Later on in the year, Andrew took to Google to write a negative review, accusing Naylor of failing to do a thorough examination and performing a non-approved.
See, the reason he doesn't have autism is because it's the doctor's fault. The doctor didn't do it right.
Approved test that merely tested mental illness, which explains why the doctor reached a similar conclusion to ones drawn by other professionals. The report that Andrew shared himself shows that he did more than that, including a parental interview, but he chooses not to reveal that, instead complaining that he doesn't like tests and is now going to be homeless as he's unable to care for himself, stating that his doctors feel it is an autistic thing. If he somehow has multiple doctors who feel that he is autistic, why does he keep going for evaluations at other places who conclude otherwise? Either he enjoys being a perpetual victim of the system, or he's lying about having multiple doctors on his side.
He has a streaming
but it's
kink.
probably both. It's interesting to compare this with another review he published around the end of the previous year, at a time when he was doing everything in his power to acquire a diagnosis, where in a deleted review on a motel, he again complains about his needs not being met, but this time speaks in a juvenile way, saying that he couldn't clean himself after poop diaper. Reading these reviews side by side is like reading reviews from two different people, but that's the kind of person that Andrew is. He will switch his personality to elicit whatever outcome is most favorable for him. It might work.
Imagine getting a 1-star review on your hotel because somebody had a poop diaper and they couldn't clean it properly.
I would just delete the review.
Yeah, I would delete the review. Probably
I might
delete
Get
the profile
out.
after that.
Anyway, let me stop.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
But psychologists deal with this kind of behavior on a regular basis, and many of them can tell when someone is trying to compromise their judgment. If Andrew could just represent his own feelings accurately, he would probably be closer to finding out the truth about the sort of mental conditions he may possess. But he didn't really want the truth. He just wanted excuses for his behavior. And as people refused to validate that, he would only up the ante.
Yeah, until we get that police report done on my dad at the town, at least we got that one. At least the town is willing to work with me.
Oh,
Andrew
gosh,
was
damn
deeply
it.
unhappy with Dr. Naylor's diagnosis, probably more unhappy than he had been the first time around, and he continued to protest it, divulging details that don't make his case any more believable.
Hey, Dad, Dr. Naylor said I had no autism, even though I scored the same score. Why? Because I preside.
Leave your dad alone.
You might notice, by the way, I don't know if chat can see it. He's got a back brace on right now.
And a cane.
And a cane. And he's washing the car while his son is yelling at him.
Dad, I swear, I have autism.
I scored on the test, and they wouldn't give me the score. It's not a very good score, in my personal opinion. They should have
It's
given
not
it to
the
me.
greatest score in America.
I don't know. Dad could just grab the cane and whack him upside the head a couple times.
And then get arrested for assault.
Yeah.
The cops
Fair.
would be cheering him on while they took him to the station, though.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Diagnosed me, right? Remember? So
Remember?
Lou Makusa has me put Jamie Kraft in the group text with him, and texting a doctor with somebody
down
who has
alone.
schizophrenia in the group chat. Well, guess what? I asked
Guess
Dr.
what?
Miller, do I talk like that? That's a crazy man. I don't go talking like that, do I? That's why.
Andrew's
so
logic is
crazy.
impeccable. He wants to stretch the definition of autism to its most
There's no way his dad hasn't thought about like all the ways he could beat him with that cane.
Oh, he definitely has. Probably was thinking about that when he had to help his wife off the floor because Andy wouldn't help him.
Goodness freaking gracious, man.
extreme lengths so that it can include him, but thinks that he can disprove a diagnosis of schizoaffective disorder by weaponizing another person's diagnosis to try and distinguish himself from it. Andrew, have you considered that maybe he's the one with a misdiagnosis? No, of course you haven't.
I
because
loved
you
the way
can't
he saw
consider
him
the fact
shirtless.
That
That
maybe
wasn't
you are
pleasant.
delusional, which is
Yeah.
often the point of delusions.
Dad, my doctors say I need that help.
They're all discharging you. You don't see the light.
Why?
You don't see what
Why?
you do. Why they had enough. Once they
Hey,
find
Dad.
out, they're gone.
Hey,
Dad.
I'm horrified.
Hey, Dad. You.
Dad.
Hey, Dad. You
Dad.
said.
Dad.
Dad.
Dad. You changed
Reminds
my
me-
diaper.
Reminds me of Elf. Dad.
Dad.
Scared of the dark.
Maybe
Can
a
you read me
bedtime story.
Like a fat Will Ferrell begging for dad. Only that he would probably still be funny.
Dad.
This is just depression, bro.
This
Yeah.
is.
Well, you're gonna go through all of the negative emotions, including anger, you know, so. Oh, goodness.
Dad, your opinions. Your opinions. That's your opinion, right?
That's all Henry's opinion, but you don't like anybody else.
Okay.
You only like Andy's opinion.
Andrew's behavior continued to spiral in reports following his
Holy
eviction from a
smoke.
shelter after threatening behavior. He ran into traffic and was apprehended and admitted, although he would later say that this was staged as a cry
Put him
for
back
help.
in traffic.
It seems that sincerely asking for help is out of Andrew's wheelhouse.
And Andy used very inappropriate language towards our staff that could be construed as threatening. And if it was on anyone else, we would have discharged him on the spot, but we are not trying to displace Andy any more than he's already been. But we are looking to have him discharged early next week.
His search for housing was still proving fruitless, as reports indicated he was not cooperating with any searches, and his persistent requests to be treated by New York's OPWDD were rejected after they concluded that anecdotal evidence implied he could perform abilities related to functional independence. They also state that there isn't even a qualifying diagnosis, refuting Andrew's claims of autism as unsubstantiated based on previous findings. I don't need to tell you what happened
I'll
next,
never have
although it probably would have
autism.
happened anyway.
I don't want to work.
Obviously.
I don't want to work. I don't want to work.
You don't want to work.
How bad that makes you sound?
What, did you want to try?
Yeah. Do you realize how bad it makes me feel when you constantly put me down?
No, we're not putting you down.
You are. You think I'm doing this?
I'll put you down. I'll put you down real fast, pal.
Yeah. 12 gauge.
The 12, exactly. Thank you, Lobert, for the 10. The absolute worst part about the poop squatch is that when his parents pass away, he will survive off the money stolen from me by the government. This will radicalize me to blow even harder. You know what's really sad? I'm pretty sure his mom passed away.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure his mom has passed away.
I hope she's resting in peace with God.
And you want to know what really sucks? When she passed away, he talked about how he forgave her for the abuse that she did to him.
Oh, my God.
What? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
More acting out, more aggression, more broadcasting it online. However, the extent Ditch took this behavior to only intensified, which seems insane when you consider that it was already extreme. But if you thought this story couldn't become any more unbelievable, then you probably don't know how these corners of the internet work, especially when Andrew finally started receiving what he wanted so desperately: attention.
I don't want to act anyway. Just teach me how to act the schizophrenic. Please. Mom, you know why I carry my teddy bear, Mom?
Now he's talking to his mom.
I gotta try to lie, sorry. It's because he talks to me, he tries to comfort me, and then he yells at me like Dad does. What?
Bro is talking to Demon.
Why can I?
The
He's talking
objective
to the
of the
demon.
YouTube channels that he was posting onto at this point seemed to be to cast light on the mistreatment that he was receiving at the hands of his family, law enforcement, and anyone else who stood in his way. He would feign capability to perform even the most basic of tasks, but was easily able to use technology to spy on his family and record any conversations they were having, even those to law enforcement, often posting them online without their consent.
I'll tell you, my blood pressure's up, and I'm supposed to have 2 surgeries next month. The doctor's upset, and you want to know why? I says, because Andy's back. Yeah, no. And if you see my house again, it's a cyclone. And
Andy's back.
Back again. Last night, Andy ate dinner in the dark. You guys have to let him back in. Why? Because he has no place to go. Yeah, and Lieutenant. That's his fault.
He seemed to be under the impression that this somehow demonstrated that he was the victim in this dynamic, often providing additional commentary which would serve to further reinforce his points. He believed that if he had control of the narrative, even if it commanded a small following, he would be able to use this to control those in his life, something that he craved so that he could make them cater to his every whim. So he would continue to document his supposed abuse to try and make his parents submit to his will, even if it was as simple as stopping them from playing musical instruments.
So let me explain what's going on right now. They're playing music in the background, and he is choosing that he is going to inconvenience them so hard by calling 911 and saying that they are abusing him. Which, by the way, autistic people can be very sensitive to music. I don't think he's one of them, and I think he's just attention seeking. So he can vote? No, he cannot vote. Well, he can vote, but is he going to vote? Probably not.
Keep him from voting.
So what you're listening to right now is him trying to get his parents in trouble because they are listening to music that he can
Vote
choose
him
to
right
just
back
walk
into the
away from.
asylum.
What is the address?
Okay, Andy, you need to go and get off out of my room because
You're not welcome up here.
I need to get away from you.
It doesn't matter. You either go
Get away
outside
from me or I'm going,
or
please.
you sit in the living room while we finish eating, and then we'll be out of your way. We need to go.
You say that every
Andy,
single night.
follow
Andy will be
instructions.
up here until you come up.
They have to talk to him like he's fine.
And there's his brother.
He often emphasizes his disabilities in these videos and repeatedly mentions his autism as a means to explain why he can't do certain things himself. From Andrew's perspective, this was going to work.
I joined the stream and I'm deeply uncomfortable. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but that is about what I would expect for people that are learning about Andrew Ditch for the first time, to feel extremely uncomfortable.
If people genuinely believed he was as mentally challenged as he said he was. Because for someone this incapable of caring for themselves, they surely need the support of a family or group home. But this was compromised by Andrew's lack of sophistication in his schemes, and his nature to overshare, which often showed him to be the manipulative coward that many in his life claimed him to be.
What law tells you that Andy can, that my dad can take a swing at me? What law? This wasn't the day. That was not the day. That was not the day that happened. I want to have my right to due process.
I would say you get some legal assistance.
I want my right to do what?
Okay, I want your supervisor, please. I have a legal right to file. Andy wants to grieve against you. I want to grieve against you.
Andy wants to be a Karen.
I want to grieve against you. I'm going to grieve against you, Celeste. I'm going to grieve against you. You're denying me my rights. You're denying me my rights. I'm going to grieve against you.
Good.
Developers. That's all I can think of from side scrollers. Goodness freaking gracious.
I have a question. Is there any way to learn coding without paying for an overpriced degree?
Bootcamp.
Well, no, there are ways. My job, and I know a couple other jobs I worked for, paid for you to do classes. So I take advantage of it through my job, or excuse me, previous job, I guess, at this point. There are websites where you can learn coding. I don't know the name of the website right now, but there's a coding website that you can play video games, and it basically teaches you how to code through funness. I don't know the name of the website, but there are ways to do it. You can also just look for free resources on the internet. There's also a bunch of books and things that you can buy, like Coding for Dummies. My suggestion is you look for a coding language you want to learn, and then look up videos to get started. You know, and that's how you can do it. That's how you can do it. Thank you for the 2. The primal rage boils within me. I know, right? I know, right?
I'll let you fill out a form right here. You can fill it out and then you can leave. How's that? Okay?
Andy wants to have my right to file a grievance against you. Because I'm not getting abused anymore.
I'll give you something to fill out, okay?
I want help and you guys are not helping me.
On one hand, he would be contacting every authority figure available in an attempt to move forward his plans for a group home. Whether this was calling crisis services and 911, complaining about his family using musical instruments, implying that this space wasn't suitable for him, or if it was continuing to harass any caseworkers trying to help him out with housing, telling them that he would not settle for anything less than a group home with his stated specifications, and sending them links to his YouTube channel on the 27th of February to provide evidence of his mental disability. Anyone who followed that link might be pretty disturbed, as 2 days later, he would upload a video announcing that he is pooping himself, where he did, indeed, poop himself.
Gotta relax, I gotta try it.
Okay. If this is the video I think it is, just prepare yourself mentally.
How much bleach do I need for this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You might need to go buy some new stuff. Maybe get some Drano for the ears, you know?
Do I need to grab some alcohol for this?
You're right, I'll get some vodka, I'll mix it in there.
Yeah. I am letting you all know right now, if this is the one that I'm thinking it is, and I think it is, let's do this.
Relax, relax. Try to relax, And I think I'm pooping myself, damn it. I'm pooping myself. I didn't know I was recording this.
He claims to not know he was even recording this.
I'm pooping myself.
lost her. Or didn't run. Mhm. Well, goodbye.
Got my scotch ready.
I didn't even know I was recording.
Medicare covered this guy. Yeah, Medicare talked about him briefly. I could have just brought up Medicare's coverage of this, but I felt like this was better. So yeah, that is one of the most infamous things that I've ever heard from this man on the internet, is where he just cries about how he's pooping himself and that he can't control his body.
We have lost the plot.
Listen, the plot was lost a long time ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
To begin with,
every day we stray further away from God.
Man, if I was unhinged, I don't know how many slurs and racist things I would have said by now, to be honest.
Towards the white guy?
Yes.
That's fair.
I'll just call him the N-word. I don't care.
That's what I was thinking, but I wouldn't say that out loud. I'm part black. It's okay, right?
You got half a pass. You can only use the soft A.
You have my full N-word pass.
Every day, he skids away from God's life. And I don't think you want to know what kind of skid he's making.
No! Oh, man. Jimothy!
He's really making a mark in life. Skid mark, that is.
He's got a high mark, a skid mark. Amal, thank you for the raid.
Yay!
Welcome, raid.
Let's go, Mal. Welcome in.
Welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, dog, for the raid as well. We're watching the beautiful world of the poop squatch, Andrew Ditch.
I think I'm gonna have to listen to Joji and drink like some alcohol or something.
I'm going to
before I
hell
go
for
to
this
bed.
video. Why am I going to hell for this video? I'm just sharing. I didn't even make this video.
Cries.
The jackhammer that is Turkey Tom made this video. At least according to those two women that accused him.
Wait, what? He got accused of something?
Yeah, so
Oh my gosh.
Pork found in kitchen.
It was proven false later, but two women came out and accused him of being so rough during intercourse that they bled every single time.
Skillish?
I'm gonna shut up and I'm not gonna say anything.
It was proven false, and it was proven that the women were lying whores, basically.
Oh, you said something much nicer than I was gonna say.
Let's continue. I hope you're prepared, chat. It's only gonna get worse from here.
Sure, he didn't even know he was uploading or titling it either. I'm sure if he was confronted, he would say,
Why does that video have 12,000 views on it? What the fuck? Mizu, thank you for the raid.
Can we drag Mizu in here? Make him suffer.
You want Mizu? You know, Mizu. If Mizu, I'll DM him and ask him if he wants to join. He's probably gonna say no.
Mizu, do it. Do it, Mizu.
I'll ask.
Wait, no, let me shut up. I'm not gonna say that, so I don't scar the poor guy. Let's get Magma. Let's get Dylan. Let's get everybody.
Bring the whole squad.
Yeah,
I mean,
bring Star, bring Miko, bring
do you,
everyone.
do you, oh, you said where? Okay. Both of
Wonderful.
you have access to the red Discord, the red server.
Okay.
Uh, uh,
Goodness gracious, my
Here, I'll
depression.
type it. Do both of you have access to that one? I think you do.
I do not. I
Oh
don't think
fuck.
so.
What about that one?
I got that one.
All right, let's go there.
When
Hello.
Hello. Look, I'm gonna send you the watch together.
Hi,
Actually, I just want
Mizu. Do you
My
enjoy suffering?
well, somebody told me I rated into you talking about poop squatch, which unfortunately for you ladies, I already know about poop squatch.
Aw.
I
But you'll
am.
suffer either way, right?
I will suffer through. Yes.
Star, you should
Beautiful.
jump in too. Let me get this movie started. How was your stream, Mizu?
It's good. I just wanted to do a little bit, so I'm not so lazy, you know.
Yeah, how's your mouth doing? You sound like you're not dying anymore.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I feel like I'm talking with a weird lisp though. I'm gonna have to get used to missing teeth.
Oh yeah, because you got rid of some back teeth, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You get used to it. When I lost my wisdoms, you get used to it. Let me get rid of the Celeste and the Dama Boogie, and then we'll continue.
I think I have another 30 minutes in me. I'm gonna be really honest. If I go past that, I think my brain's gonna explode.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So
That's fine.
Celeste,
That's
how you
fine.
been doing? Or Celeste, how you been doing?
Wait, what was the question? Sorry.
How you been doing? Feeling good?
I'm struggling.
I'm trying so hard not to say any slurs, and it's getting incredibly difficult.
I can say them for you.
Oh fuck! All right,
Terrible.
let's continue. Oh, we might get Miko in here soon.
Yay, Miko!
You're just trying to torture everybody.
Yes.
If people want to join, they can. I don't mind.
He was doing this to raise awareness, which I guess he was, just not the kind of awareness he was looking for.
And called the police because when she came downstairs to try to eat, it was so strong that she...
By the way, that's his mom, and as you can see, she's struggling to stand up and walk, and she's got oxygen.
Yeah.
Heart problem and breathing problem. I had to put the oxygen out. We asked to turn it off.
Oh, okay. This video is gonna piss you off. All right, so here's some preamble. His mom has trouble breathing, as I've already said. All right. Andy decides that he wants to use essential oils to calm his mind down.
Oh, what a jerk. What an actual jerk.
And they ask him to turn it off because she cannot breathe with it on.
Oh wow.
And he refuses to turn it off. And so they have to call the police to get him to turn it off. Yeah. Yeah.
He refuses to do that. This morning when we came back from papers, the same thing. Even Joe, you can ask him. He had to go upstairs. We couldn't stand it because we're trying to eat, and he can't eat when it smells so bad. I have no idea. You'd have to ask him. He's videotaping us too.
I have a legal right to a lawyer.
Okay. Oh my gosh. What
again,
an ungrateful little.
This is all about essential oils.
Bro, I need to get my mom on this guy so she can grab a chocolate and smack him straight
Literally
through
grab
his
the
head,
chocolate.
bro. There's no way. Oh my gosh.
You can even see the smoke. I'm not. I guess I just don't notice it right now. But I haven't used a diffuser in fucking years. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably been since the pandemic since I've actually used an oil diffuser. I would use one now, but they probably don't mix well with 3D printers.
Breathe in fumes in their own house. So I'm asking you to shut the oil diffuser off.
It's for my coping skills.
It's for
And I
my
don't have to
coping
answer to
skills?
you unless it's a court order for it.
Andy, can you please not? All right. Well, I'll call my lieutenant and see if this fits harassment charges, and if
I'm not doing it.
So now the cop is like, if you won't turn it off, I will call and see if there's something I can arrest you for so that I can fucking arrest you.
Also, it's bad when a cop knows you by your first name.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely.
Unless you're a famous content creator that you have to call and say, please don't knock down my door and shoot my dog. That's not good.
When he's just sitting there and he's like, Andy.
Oh, we have friends who joined.
Oh,
exciting.
Oh no.
We got the fox and the cat. I also see your new Fugi. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Hello, Star. How
Very
you
good.
doing?
Hello.
You
having
guys want
fun
to
yet?
click the watch together link if you want to watch with us. It allows you to pause whenever you want.
I got it. I got it up.
Oh,
Are you guys having fun yet? Oh, the Torbet.
Celeste, I suggested bleach whites on your throne for this, just to prove it.
Star, I'm not gonna use them. I'm going to eat them one by one.
I don't say Pat, but
thank you.
Wolfsbane says. Wolfsbane says some people. Wait, what does it say? It says some people have never been punched in their life. No, I'm pretty sure Andy has been quote unquote accidentally punched by the police as he's been arrested. So you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's probably would be an accident if it ever happened, don't you know? Anyway, let's continue.
To cause anyone to get.
All because your oil diffuser's on. Okay?
I'm not doing it to cause any intent. To cause anybody
it's
harm.
bothering them. It doesn't matter.
And you don't
You know
have.
what? Since I
That
work
poor
for you,
dog.
You used to talk to me like an
poor
adult.
I don't appreciate you how you're treating me. You're discriminating against my disability.
That's fine. You can go to jail then. Okay, that's fine.
Arrest me. Throw me in jail.
Do it.
Throw
You
me
won't.
in jail
Oh,
for
no.
Just do it.
Arrest me for something for I'm trying to do something to calm me down.
Do you want to be quiet? Because you know what? I asked you man to man if you would just turn it down and you refused. So this is what happens.
In mid-March, Andrew was arrested once again by police officers after refusing to turn his oil diffuser off, which his parents had asked him to do, as his mother and his pets don't always respond well to the
that
fumes
looks
from the
gross.
device. Following this, he was evicted from the house, and a temporary
Thank
order
God.
of protection was taken out by his family against him. He took this as well as he always does, and landed himself in the hospital after suffering a head injury. I wonder how he did that.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
In this post, he actually says how much he likes jail and the hospital and how he's doing so well now. He also attempts to explain the dissonance in his behavior, saying that he's much smarter than his parents think, but that he just can't cope with the world due to his severe autism. He states that he didn't want to go back to his parents' house, so after he was released from the hospital, he was moved to a motel. Unsurprisingly, he didn't like this either, so he decided to launch a movement against the local authorities. And although he
Wait, what does this say? Autism people are abused by police. YouTube Andrew Dist. I love how he can spell his name right. He knows how to spell Andrew Dist right, but he can't spell abus.
They didn't spell autism right.
They didn't spell autism.
You're right. He did it. Oh my gosh! I didn't notice that.
Autism.
Autism.
Spelled YouTube, right?
YouTube and police. Big words.
And people.
People. Is that bitch in the bottom left there?
No, it's ditch.
Oh.
Star, the link is, if you scroll up a little bit, it's the watch together link. You got to click on that and it allows you to watch. You need to aught some more. Yes.
best at spelling, something about this cardboard sign can't help but feel kind of intentional.
So YouTube knows I'm putting this outside, and I'm going to be calling the Toronto police.
Is that a pizza box?
That autism.
Doesn't look like it.
Cardboard box.
Because
It
of
might be.
the one on the left side that looks like little pizza box hinges.
It's
And
either
the
that
rest
or
of
it's
it
an
can be, like, cut.
It's either that or it's an Amazon box. I don't know.
Well, a lot of boxes nowadays have those small little, like, flaps and cuts in them.
This is true.
Fair.
By the way, this is like almost 10 years ago at this point, sadly. It's like 2019, 2020, I believe. Atsumune Miku.
People are abused by police. YouTube Andrew Ditch.
Be sure to like and subscribe, everyone.
I have a legal right. Your other officer can catch you up on that. I have a legal right to food and medicine and clothing that Andy don't have. I have a legal right to have a group home. You can't deprive me services that Andy's. I know you guys can't.
Just to let you guys know, that is not a legal right. Okay? You do not have a legal right for a group home. If so, I would like to redeem one group home. All right, I'll take all my friends and we'll create the streamer house.
Oh no.
We'll all pretend to be abused and autistic together.
Can it claim ADHD?
Yeah, you can claim a room. It'll have like enough rooms for everybody.
Great. Good. Poor Occo. He's out of it. He's done. Wait, was that Occo or was that Mizu? I can't tell anymore.
That was me.
That's Occo.
There you go, Celeste. You have all ordered.
Thank you. I'll make sure to eat them live. Oh my goodness. I can't, bro.
Andrew, I know they're working on People Inc. today because Andy already talked to my psychiatrist earlier. But I'm not going to be deprived of my basic needs by law enforcement when Andy don't even have.
Can I just say, as somebody who was armed and like carried a piece around, it's just like really wild to see people talk to you like this. It's just like, man, do you know what's attached to me right now? And if you make any threatening moves and I feel like my life is in danger, you're fucked. I can't believe that Andrew like, just acts like this.
My hand would be resting on my taser, honestly. That's where my hand would be. It'd be on the non-lethal.
Well, you can't do
left
that
hand.
either because they could sue you and claim that you were threatening them. Unfortunately, that's like a thing that they told us. You can't rest your hands on. That's why his hands. See, unironically, that's why his hands are inside his police vest. Can't rest your hands on the spray, on batons, on the taser or the firearm. If you do that at any point, people could claim that you were threatening them with the attempt of trying to take their life. So that's why, realistically, that's why his hands are inside his police vest, because that's the only place he can put it without them like trying to get upset. But I know what you mean.
The ability to cross the street safely, which is why Andy's on this side of the street instead of crossing the street.
Now, there are movements for autistic people to receive better treatment when being dealt with by the police, but Andrew doesn't really care about that. He just wants to be the center of attention. It's funny how he doesn't feel overwhelmed by organizing a protest, but still can't seem to cook or clean for himself. This purposeful protest is ended quickly by the cops, but Andrew is not done. This time, he decides to enter the social justice sphere by launching TC, standing for Team Coolios, Abuse Prevention Community Advocacy Group, a group that is designed to prevent abuse towards adults and children with or without mental disabilities. So, just preventing abuse in general.
Bless.
I think there are already a lot of organizations dedicated to this, so this isn't the most original.
I'm glad that he
idea.
shows some of them.
Hi guys, I am Andrew Ditch. I am the
And he went to the children
of
again.
Team Coolios.
Oh my gosh.
That is team as in football team, Coolios as in COOLIOS, one of my many made-up words. Abuse prevention at gmail.com. Go ahead and
Team
search this
C's.
channel on YouTube. You should find it underneath my name, Andrew Ditch. I will provide multiple links and Facebook groups.
Andrew, you did not come up with the word coolio. Not as an adjective, not as a noun. This word has been in usage for longer than you've been alive. His intentions also become pretty clear by the second half of the video.
I ask that you provide me a resource and a team I will create a Facebook group, community group, to prevent this from happening to the next person. And I'm going to be providing this all on a community-based support app.
I don't know if you noticed, by the way, he's using first-person pronouns instead of third-person pronouns like he does when he's literally talking to people in public. Like, man, how fucking stupid can you be to not play up the grift even on your own fucking YouTube videos? He doesn't know how to try.
It is where everybody advocates
That girl's
for
brain
one
is
another.
not
He wants to
braining.
create a veneer of a
Yeah.
community who advocate for each other so he can receive people's unconditional support with the expectation that he will do the same for them. He doesn't want professional advocates who might actually not feel comfortable enabling his behavior. He wants a whole crowd of people gathered around him telling him that he is valid, and he wants to use that as leverage. He also probably thought that if he actually set up an advocacy group, he'd just be able to work on his own case and force his way into a group home, as a Facebook post from around this time simply read, "Group home, yes."
Yay!
He also sent another email to mental health services threatening legal action if he didn't receive help, stating that he needs assistance and
Just like that. He's going to threaten legal action if they don't get him help.
I don't think that's how that works.
Put me in a home or I'm suing you. I don't think
I need
that's
someone to test my sugar for me? What the what?
When Sparky gets problem not being able to
That's right. I forgot he's like got diabetes, I think, too.
Please
Get
help me.
diabetes.
Please help me learn so I can sue my providers to prevent this from happening to the next person.
You know?
Oh.
If I was his provider, I would read that and I'm like, you know, how about we don't?
privacy due to his sensory problems and hygiene issues. He then shared another phone call with a psychiatrist where he ranted at her over his previous diagnoses, setting up bizarre straw men of reasons given to him in the past.
I'm smart. I deserve help. And then to be
I'm
put down like
smart.
you're over 8.
Oh.
Okay.
Prison for babies. Constantly degrading me like that. Do it yourself. And then he expects me to put my own self and safety by cooking or not knowing how to cook properly. Very smart, very potentially very good at cooking, but Annie needs help. Really, you could give me something to Annie been denied, insurance denied the Dr. Simria second assessment because ADHD and schizophrenia cannot go together. And I don't have the symptoms as schizophrenia. Whatever bipolar is, ADHD, autism is, and I don't understand those way that is written. But I know I don't see things, hear things, or things that are not there. Because
So you've been diagnosed with some disabilities. What have you been diagnosed with? Have you been diagnosed with autism? What?
That's where I'm so confused.
Maybe, you know, maybe
Perhaps.
time is the charm.
What is wrong with me?
Andrew's persistent nature does not help him because it's so clear that every piece of information given to any authority has to be filtered through him. No clinician is going to take these sorts of phone calls as evidence because half of it is Andrew twisting the reality to create new pretenses that will reaffirm his pattern of thinking. Another note written around the same time states that he will be recording all conversations as he will not be denied services anymore, and he is taking legal action against his providers for what he says is medical misconduct. He informs them that he will be representing himself and that he's headbanging tantrums.
Hold on a moment.
That
was not him.
Onision.
No.
He just decided that's a callback. Holy shit. That's amazing.
Regularly result in physical injury when people did as much as dare to question the verity of his condition.
Can I please leave?
Sir, no. The doctor
Why?
said no. The doctor said no.
I want to leave.
Hey,
What?
man, come on.
I want to leave.
You just spit on
Can
them.
I please leave?
That's disgusting. Wow.
That's
have
Not
assault.
doing that, you idiot.
Arrest him. That's assault.
I'm
I'd say that can be
asking
taken as
leave.
assault.
I have a right to leave.
Before you leave after that crap.
I'm sorry, but you can't hold me against my will. I'm asking to leave.
And
See, at that point, you would get arrested for assault. And I'm surprised he isn't being arrested right now for assault. That is insane.
Getting arrested for
Uh,
and he's recording his own bad behavior.
yeah. Criminals are always the really dumbest. Or, excuse me. Criminals are always the dumbest because they tend to get caught in the dumbest of ways. Case in point, he's recording his own behavior.
His self-destructive behavior in an attempt to make the point that he was incapable of making decisions, which ended up proving the exact opposite.
Andrew?
You should have done this! You should have helped me with my sensory toy before!
He would also create new false personas online, including ones that reference his family and accuse them of crimes, including his brother-in-law, who he had only 2 weeks before claimed was not the actual perpetrator of the abuse that early
Wow.
That is his brother that he's accusing of being a pedophile.
Projection, perhaps.
I'm just I I can't put to words my thoughts right now because that's how dumbstruck I am. All right, Celestium, just to help you out, remember, sometimes God puts people on this earth to be an example of what we should not be, okay? So they exist to teach us of what we should not be. That's how we have to look at this, okay, Celestium? You've got this. You've got this, Celestium.
I'm gonna send him to God real quick. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, Star.
Wow. That's insane. Oh.
Documentation had reported.
People did not understand what I was trying to tell people. That my brother Mike did not do it to me. It was his friend.
And he would also continue to threaten his own life or claim to be overdosing on medication.
Funny thing is, my dad didn't call the cops or my mom, and I took a bunch of Benadryl. The very little that I have left. Because I took almost all of it last night, and I'm really hurt.
I'm a loser! I wish I was dead!
Andrew abuses his parents and pretends he has autism.
This is the perfect fit for Heather.
Yeah, this is the guy right here. I feel like Andrew Ditch is the most
But
underrated
he's not like
person on the
Haitian
internet.
or black or...
No, he's not a real black one.
And he did all of this while uploading this content to YouTube for countless creators and bystanders alike to experience, although he wasn't always amused by it.
What do you think about this guy? Yeah, he's cute.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure that's Sam Hyde right there.
No.
That's Sam Hyde, I'm pretty sure.
That's Samantha Hyde. Before her transition, you bigot.
Oh my God.
How dare you detonate her.
Wait, really? Sam Hyde transitioned?
No, last time there was a trans mass shooter, somebody like did a Photoshop of Sam Hyde as a woman and said Samantha Hyde did it.
That's insane.
Somebody said that
My
whoever
God.
killed someone said whoever killed the Ayatollah today was something along the name of Sam Hyde.
There's also anytime there was like a Muslim terror attack, they would say it was Samadine Haidil. And they would like Photoshop a turban on him or something.
I swear he's just worn a turban normally.
He probably has. We just don't have a picture of it.
Just like world peace.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
fuck.
always Sam Hyde.
Bless you. I know you have to get going, so I'm gonna let you bounce out so that you can go to church tomorrow.
I need to pray for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Have a
Celestia,
good
don't
night.
leave me. I can't do this alone.
Because
Don't-
here, look, she's right there. She'll help you.
Bye,
I'll go.
guys.
I need to go sleep. Have a good night, everyone. Bye,
You have a good
Mika.
night.
Night.
USAF ace pilot Samuel Hyderson. The Red Baron was actually Sam Hyde, exactly.
It
Oh,
was always
fuck.
Sam Hyde.
I wanted to scroll up. Epic Lore Master asks me, do you go to therapy after deep diving in this stuff? Wavelength and vibration of these psychos has some cumulative fatigue. For me, I just pray, or meditate, or go to work. It helps. Disconnecting from the internet's very helpful, and that's what I recommend for anybody after looking into this kind of crazy shit,
I'm just
Everybody,
not going to touch YouTube or the internet tomorrow.
everybody, say goodnight to Celeste and
Night,
give
night,
her
Celeste.
give her some
Hey, nice
give her some
Night,
prayers.
Celeste.
Night, night.
Give her some prayers. Hello, Miko.
Hi.
Oh, fuck.
How you doing, Betsy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Have
Just
you been
paid for
watching
one of my-
this?
Yes, I have. That's why I wanted to join in.
What do you think so far of the illustrious Poop Squatch?
God, I just hope I never saw him.
Like I
That's
said,
the one-
he's
Every
mixed
week.
between homelessness and being with his parents, so you never know.
Every week, I got the Occo link for you, Occo. introduces
Oh,
us to
dear.
a lolcow that I wish I never knew.
You have something for me?
Oh no, I got the link for Miko. For you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Fair
thank
enough.
you,
Fair enough.
thank you.
Yeah, so you'll click on that link and it allows you to pause anytime if you want to comment on something. Don't feel afraid to do so.
Lolcow, cute little lolcow. Look
All
at
right.
their boop snoot.
Let's continue.
I think you should date him.
What do you think the kind of guy I'm talking about? What do you think he's into?
He might be into all the gymnastic things that you like.
What are you, Dad? Can you just pay attention to what I'm
What
saying?
did I just say, Andy? Here comes your fun car coming down the street.
I think he looks like he's a drug addict.
You little nuts are gonna be quaking.
Despite regularly uploading a lot of the content that was picked apart by onlookers, Andrew was pretty adept at making these channels disappear. But eventually, one of the creators wisened up and decided to create an archive for all of this content. This archive provides a lot of the source material that's been shown today, and with nearly 3,000 videos, it provided the building block for various
That
others
is
covering
insane,
his
by the way.
deviance. Andrew was probably aware of this when he discovered that it had been created, and he didn't take it very well.
You got
Wait a minute. So you're going to violate my right to justice because I'm too smart. Oh, these people
You
can
ain't too
bully me and harass
smart.
me and cause fear.
You put it out there.
You can't. You have an obligation to protect this community. I'm part of this community, and I'm a danger to myself and others because I'm disabled.
That's definitely something that you want to tell police. I'm a danger to myself and others.
And
Are you? How so?
Calls the police in an attempt to deal with this, and when they tell him they can't do anything because he keeps uploading content, he decides to throw a generational outburst while aggressively bashing his head against a tree, throwing shit around, and then running away while his father continues to talk with the officer. This isn't new for either of them, so they don't seem to care too much, as they know Andrew will always come back.
You are aware of this crime. It is your job to refer it.
I'm not going to debate all night long.
I don't want to be abused anymore, okay? I don't want to be abused anymore by you people.
Oh my God.
First of all, you got to understand something.
I don't care. I don't want to do this anymore.
However, when met with this
And remember, he decided to record and upload these to the internet himself for everyone to see.
Yeah, that's smart.
Andrew
Totally a
decides
smart thing to
again
do.
that the only option is to take it up a notch and provoke a reaction. So, doing exactly the opposite of what he was advised to do, he goes back online and then doxes the addresses of various police officers while falsely claiming that
That's definitely a smart thing to do. Man.
Oh no.
Police officers. I don't know how you got the police officers' addresses, but that's a very smart thing to do.
they had assaulted him.
Lieutenant Omar's house, he beats me up and allows his police officers beating me up. I'm autistic. Let's go another officer. Here's Officer Strowski's house right here, guys. And he
Wow.
beats people up with autism.
He then proceeded to march over to the police station to file a complaint against an officer who had expressed skepticism toward Andrew's autism.
I would like to please make a police complaint against Officer Kraft. I was told by my lawyer.
I do not go on the internet for anything involving me or my life. I don't need anybody to know it.
Let me just say this,
I
okay?
want to remain a private individual, and I'm sure you do too. You don't want this. for yourself.
No, I don't. It's actually...
The unfortunate thing is, this is going to happen if you continue to post videos.
Holy
Jeez.
That's really sore looking.
What?
I fake though. I f***ing fake.
The next day, though, he was back, doxing a group home that he claimed had discriminated against him, although these claims are totally unsubstantiated.
This is a transitional services incorporated group home on Street, Tonawanda. They deal with people with mental illness and they discriminate against people like me with autism and in diapers. And this is
And
the contact person you want to email to tell her she discriminates people.
Andrew's desire to control everything and everyone in his life was slipping out of his hands because of his terminally online behavior. There was no reality that existed where he continued to upload while tempering the audience that he had attracted with his depravity, and with that many eyes on him, he couldn't simply put it down to being his family, no matter how many fake accounts he created in an attempt to try and shift the narrative. So he did what he always does. He doubled down, even hosting live streams where he would occasionally engage with viewers.
And I'm not faking anything.
Wow.
Bukaki says, shout to Nick Gerlip. I don't know who that is.
And introducing an audience to his friend, Jamie, a schizophrenic person who
What?
Andrew used to show that he was actually very stable and normal.
Sorry, I just got called an asshole because I called her peaches.
You don't do.
Oh fuck, that is so good. A trans group home. He does not need
Clearly
HRT.
If you remember, he is missing that one little left boy part down there.
That's true. He is missing his left nut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
note that said he was.
Good.
He's having a conversation here. My mom and me both pointed this out. He's not even talking to anyone. I need to say something here to you guys, okay? This is just sad.
Jamie has also uploaded some interesting online content, regularly coming into conflict with local services. So he and Andrew sounded like a match made in heaven.
That's recording all of
I know,
you.
that's actually illegal. That's a HIPAA violation.
Good. Good for you. I know your law. Good luck arresting me. 25 times no record. Bring the army. A real cop.
At the end of September, Jamie stayed over at Andrew's family's house.
These are yours.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, yes.
I will never forget anything that you do for me, Andrew.
Yes. So I'm gonna charge
You are my
that.
best friend.
I don't think my dad will care if you stay here half an hour on the phone.
You know, I think this guy is just as crazy as Andrew is, now that I'm thinking about it.
What gave you that hint?
With schizophrenia, and I don't think it's being treated.
Yeah, you know, I think he's just as crazy.
I don't think he's great.
He let me charge my phone. And
He's not a complete dick like
I love your father.
Like
I love your mother.
this, you know, but yeah, let
But
me
I understand his point.
yeah.
His and your mother's primary concern is
Mhm.
you.
And then my mom and dad also have to worry about my mom's stress level and stuff.
Although Jamie and Andrew seemed to get along at first, by the end of the stay, Andrew was totally avoiding him. Because in spite of the similarities that Andrew sees in him due to their discrimination at the hands of the system, Jamie's nature to talk a lot was overwhelming Andrew due to his sensory problems.
I want him to have a safe place to stay tonight. Or last night. It was only one night. I can't do it another night. There's definitely a lot of behaviors that I'm aware of that I do that he does, but the problem is I don't go talk around like I'm God, or I'm Sir, call myself Sir Lucifer.
I do like that he draws the line at saying, I don't talk to, like I'm talking to God. I like that. That's funny.
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to hell.
Hello, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
The stream together link
Hi,
is in the
Ryan.
chat. We're watching Andy ditch the poop squatch. Oh,
There you go. Have the link.
I grabbed it. Don't worry.
all right. Let's continue.
Or anything like that, okay?
Once Jamie left, Andrew made a series of allegations against him, which included destruction of property and theft.
I put it on the table, or on my...
Not gonna lie, I kind of believe those ones this time. Out of everything else, I kind of believe that those ones might be true.
corner of my computer desk rather last night, and Joe saw it, Dad saw it. What happened was I then get upset because it's not there. Dad and Joe was the one who reminded me that Jamie steals money. Did he have my computer on? He tried.
I think he tried. I don't know.
He must have logged in because there was software on my computer that I know I didn't have on there.
I don't know if these claims are true, but it feels a bit ironic to see Andrew clutching his pearls over behavior that he has regularly stooped far lower than. But I guess because Jamie wasn't having a meltdown while doing it, it means he doesn't deserve the special treatment that Andrew demands.
Harassment for what?
Tenant work already told you, Andy. I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not
I didn't do
understanding.
the warrant. I didn't do the warrant.
But I'm not understanding.
For stuff that you put on the internet.
That's not harassment, that's free speech.
Well,
That's free
I didn't
speech.
sign the warrant. Judge Saltarelli did, so you can tell him that. Okay? And he's got a lot of degrees in law, so he'll appreciate that.
Earlier on in the month, Andrew had been handed a court summons after his little doxing spree. He defended this under his First Amendment rights and then attempted to justify the existence of his online content by saying he could make it, at which point the officer provided him with a very helpful reminder of the difference between can and should.
I'm tired of being cyberbullied.
Well, you should do what I told you to do many years ago.
I have the right to post the things
Get
I
off
go
the
through
internet.
at home.
Well, yeah, sure you do. You know what?
What?
I mean, I have a right to, walk down the street with just my underwear on, but I'm not going to do that either.
Given the extent of this behavior and his repeated patterns, there was the expectation that something might finally be done about his toxic conduct. Andrew also seemed aware of this possibility, and on October 4th, he gave his viewers a swan song before the curtain fell.
Because, Dad, I have to get into the bathroom to take a shower. I pooped myself. I don't have anything clean up, and I'm in a diaper that I only have diapers on the porch. I don't have any wipes.
Andrew soiled himself outside of his house and then couldn't unlock the door for whatever reason. So he called his dad, who was currently out of the house dealing with flat tires. So upon hearing his dad might not be back for a bit, he informed his dad that a police officer had told him he could break down the door in these scenarios.
I was told by Officer Kraft that I could break down.
Excuse me.
I pooped my pants. I'm stuck outside the house, and the police officer told me it's okay to break down the door. And Dad, you're probably going to have to pay for it because I don't make any money.
I gave up watching some podcast for this.
Throw him in a
Yeah, you
box.
like it. I thought I was tired, but I woke back up.
This is why you're supposed to use protection. This is why you're supposed to use protection.
Yes, I agree.
Create an Andy ditch.
Exactly.
He's the advertisement for condoms.
Literally.
Oh.
And I'm trying to be honest, and I'm trying to be patient with you, and I don't want you getting upset at me.
Andy,
so
you can't
please,
tell me what I'm
can
doing.
you please
I'm working.
help me?
Does this guy even hear himself?
Dad,
No.
I don't like being in a poopy diaper. I'm going to break down the door because you said to the police, and I have it on recording that you were going to be back. Like,
Andy, if you
sitting
break
in
down
there.
the door, I have to press charges against you.
Well, the police told me I could do
Because
it.
The
you're
police
the
told
one
me
that
I
lost
could
the
do
key.
it.
You break
They
down the
get a
door.
poopy diaper.
I'm pressing charges, but the police told me I could do it. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't think-
I don't.
think
Not
how
their
that's
house.
worked.
It's not their house.
I don't think the officers told him that.
He uses the term poopy at age 40. At this point, he's like in his mid 30s, I believe, which isn't really
Oh.
that much better, but you know.
Yeah, you're the one that could have brought your key, but you threw it away. So I'm not coming back. I'm running away. Remember?
Dad,
I
didn't want to come back, and I was forced back here, so give me a
Andy,
break.
don't use it.
Later on in
Give
the
me
day,
a
he calls
break.
the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, reporting an emergency and accusing his father of neglecting his dog, which he
Wow.
calls his therapy support dog, something which I'm pretty sure everyone else is also hearing for the first time.
My dad, who is Thomas Ditch, is neglecting my dog, my therapy support dog, Tucker. Tucker has not been to the vet for a while. He has fleas. He has untrimmed nails that my father refuses to take care of, and I'm autistic. I am being abused and neglected by my father as well. And you can have all the videos on YouTube of the living conditions and the pictures of the fleas that I tried helping my dog Tucker with.
He also makes claims about the family cat and whatever else he can think of to raise alarm. Then he argues with his mother.
Come on, tell me I'm paranoid. Come on. I'm so delusional.
Again, his mother, by the way, that is on oxygen, has trouble standing and moving and is getting up there in her age.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, tell me. Come on, say it. So delusional, so paranoid, right, Mom?
This is the same day he had uploaded a slideshow documenting what he clearly believed to be incriminating photos of the squalor he's living in. It's an interesting choice after all the videos that he's recorded, that now he decides to just show his viewers a bunch of pictures. But I think we all know why that is.
Dad wasn't petting the cat. He wasn't trying to get the cat either, like he said. Is the cat still down here? And then he didn't, and he just did that for whatever, for attention to start stuff. I don't want to be here.
The truth is that none of this mattered if Andrew was going to see some real consequences for his actions. But at the October 5th court date, Andrew was told to stop uploading onto YouTube for 5 months. This was disappointing news for everyone, both those who wanted to see the book thrown at him for his repeated criminality and those who were hungry for more Andrew Ditch content. The truth is, everyone would have to wait, but Andrew would be back with a vengeance.
I am not a disgrace. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am
pooping
myself.
That is a hell of a transition there. Go
diabolical. I do. Somebody asks why 9/11 hasn't blocked his number. They can't. They have to treat everything seriously, because you have to think, if they block his number and then he calls them and something happens, he can sue the entire city for that, and he would win.
Yep.
So they can't block his phone number. And that's why the law really is made for people not like Andy Ditch, because it's made for people that actually don't abuse the system like he's doing and pisses people off.
And poops his pants.
So first of all, I'm not here to speak to you. I'm here to speak to your mother.
Yeah, but you're a mandated reporter. What's your name?
The what?
What is your name?
My name is Gilead.
And can I have a business card for my lawyer?
I don't have a business
I have
card
a
with me, but
business
it's at
card.
the 95 Franklin, and it's 858677. I think
I
you
know
our number by
I
heart.
call all the time. Why can't you guys help me? I mean, my mom's heart can't handle this. I'm disabled. I'm leaving.
My gosh, he is not allowed to talk to about his mom like that when this is what he's doing. I'm really, I don't like him. This is where I get really pissed off with people like that. I hate him. And then he's just running away. He's running away, by the way.
I can't take your view. You're supposed to protect people like me.
To the surprise of a lot of people, Andrew mostly abided by his court order, and he actually didn't upload videos while he was ordered not to. Although, as that previous clip showed, he didn't deviate.
Oh, look at the dog go! Whee!
Deviance. He did record the occasional video, which he would upload after his return, as well as having his brother capture some of the more cherished moments they shared during that time.
I don't want you to be in your house anymore. You won't help me.
Don't forget about the turkey.
I'm tired of you abusing me. I am tired of you abusing me.
Oh, he's just destroying property now.
This is why we can't clean the house.
They're just one big happy family.
Oh no.
Wow.
I'm not getting hurt my ears. I'm not getting hurt my ears. Move. I'm beating you. I don't want to be you abusing me. I don't want you to hurt my ears.
Who rammed
Once the sanctions against Andrew for posting were lifted, he rushed back to YouTube,
Of
immediately
course.
uploading content for
Of
everyone to
course.
enjoy.
It is my right as a patient. You told me I had capacity. Let me leave, God damn it! You told me I had a right to leave. I'm recording you. I want to leave, and I'm calling
Good
the
to know.
police. You're refusing me that right.
However, this time, realizing that he was fighting a losing battle, Andrew decided to embrace his lolcow status and take to the corners of the internet that despised him as much as they celebrated him.
Man, this guy, his lore goes so deep, and it's just pooping and abusing.
One of the channels that covered Andrew a few separate times was a channel by the name of Clean Stash, also known as Clean Urine Stash, hosted by a man named Jojo, who regularly made videos about lolcow type people. Andrew had been aware of the channel since the year prior, but in late March 2023, he did something unprecedented and called into Stash's stream to talk about his favorite subject, himself.
Andy here, and I think people just don't understand me very well, and they kind of like get upset with me or annoyed with me, and I think people just don't really see who I really am, and that's why I'm here. I'm not here for attention, not here for sympathy, wanting to say who I am and what I really am about, and not just somebody who you see on the internet.
Jojo's friendliness allows Andrew to let his guard down and tell his version of what's happened in the past few months.
So, like, you went off the internet for a while, and what was that all about? Were you, like, did you find a group home? Were you in a hospital?
No, actually, I don't know how to say this other than I got in trouble for a video that was posted of a police
I don't want him
officer's
to be my
house.
fan.
And
I will block him if I
had
see him.
no idea it could hurt somebody or
Biggest
cause
Occo
somebody
fan.
fear or any of that. I did not.
Well, he's 365 pounds, so he'll definitely take the biggest Occo fan for sure.
He just wants an autographed diaper.
Oh no.
No.
Absolutely not. Oh.
I'm gonna add to the chaos.
Thank you for that, Star.
I'm gonna add to the chaos before or after he needs it.
No, I need. Hold on, I can't breathe.
Oh, please,
Star,
don't hurt yourself, please.
Star,
I'm
please.
good. I'm good. I'm good.
Breathe,
I'm good.
please breathe. Please breathe, Star.
It's okay, Star.
I'm good.
We appreciate your contribution.
Your contribution. How tall is he? I don't know. I just know he weighs like. He alleged that he weighed 365. Oh, you good, Star.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Good.
Not realize that was the
Oh.
issue.
When Andrew wants to escape admitting that he's done something malicious or dangerous, he'll instantly defer to the idea that he doesn't understand the consequences. If he didn't know it was wrong, he wouldn't have done it out of spite.
How's your mother and father doing?
My mom is in a lot of pain, and she's going through a lot of stuff too, and she hasn't fallen in a while, which is good. My dad has been really busy helping me and my mom, and a lot more calmer
Right.
and understanding of me.
Thomas is a saint. Your father's a good guy.
They talk about a lot of subjects, and in spite of Andrew's usual combative nature, they seem to share some positive chemistry, with Andrew at the very least talking more sympathetically about those in his life, acknowledging the internet probably isn't too good for him, and that he wants to improve and find help.
I do need help getting back offline again, because I want to make sure I get into a group home. I think the YouTube stuff is causing me some issues.
Andrew also talks about
I love how he says that in 2020, 2021, and it's 2026, and he is still making YouTube videos, by the way. He is no, I am not kidding. He's still making YouTube videos.
Wow.
when relating it back to the story of his acquaintance, Jamie, who Andrew hilariously laments doesn't want help, as opposed to him, who does desperately want help.
I'm not going to just say that he's bad because he has some mental issues. Am I saying he's the best person? No. He had helped me with going to work, and that was one of my support people that had helped me. And if you want to look at somebody with schizophrenia, how that throws somebody's life off. And the funny thing is, he's been arrested so many times with serious felonies, like he's beaten up police officers. The laws in New York State are so strict when mental illness and you're arrested. They had to basically force the people into treatment, and he's refused treatment. How is he still not in jail until he accepts the treatment?
It's in these moments where Andrew can be a surprisingly compelling actor. And as always, viewed in a vacuum, these moments may come across as genuine. But then you remember everything else he's done to his family and everything he will almost certainly continue to do.
He took all his medicine and destroyed every single pill he has to take. And some of it could be life-threatening. And especially since he's got sugar, he threw them all out.
Yes,
And then he had a big bag, and I think my son might have put it in one of the vehicles. I finally ripped it out of his hand. He threw the glass of water at me. He was going to take a whole pile of freaking pills and pop them down his throat. So I put them out in the car, and he started tearing up all his diapers. And he won't wear diapers. Now he's selling in my house.
Isn't that amazing? He's been begging for all of these things, and then he's like he's destroying his pills, and he's destroying his diapers.
Wow.
Wait, Miko, are you serious?
I'm dead serious. My fiance just found that.
And
Huh. Interesting.
what the fuck?
Andy or his father?
It looks like both of them.
What?
Was there any charges made?
No, it looks like no. So chat, it is being alleged right now that Andy Ditch might be talking to minors on the internet.
Nice.
This is quite the thing to allege, and I would like to see some proof of it. Yeah, I'd like to see some proof of this, but that's insane. I don't like that whatsoever. That's so weird. I can't sleep. I'm sorry. Okay, we're only gonna go for a few more minutes. I knew we were not gonna finish this 4.5-hour documentary. We're gonna go for we're gonna go for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna end it off here. But what do you guys think so far about Andy Ditch?
This is horrible.
How is he not permanently in the system?
How is
This
he
is
not in
just
a
some-
padded cell?
The system keeps kicking him down the road because they don't want to deal with him.
Why am I here watching this?
Lock him under the prison.
Because he chose to be here.
I'm going
Does anybody
to
have a
say-
discount code for Bleach?
Yes, actually, it's
I have coupons.
I have a discount code for Bleach.
One of his caretakers had a child, and she encouraged her child to be with it. I remember that. Yeah. No, now that I think about it.
No.
And she believed the Kool-Aid her children also. Yeah. So he had an aide who had a child, and the child hung out with him for a bit. And then the aide was fired for that reason, and he was upset that the aide was fired and that he couldn't hang around her or her kid. And when he asked them, "Why can't I hang around the kid?" the person on the other end of the phone says, "Because people don't normally want to do that." I remember that now. I remember that now. Anyway, we'll go for a few more minutes and then I'm gonna be done because I still have work tomorrow.
It's all over the place. He peeing and everything else. And he had an accident in his pants yesterday because you don't know when he has to go eat food. and he's pooping his pants.
However, this call marked Andrew's venture into more online commentary, which he would follow up a few days later with a video that discusses the trolling of his old friend. Dragon Lord Frodo and the ever-infamous internet figure Chris Chan. If you want to learn more, watch my video.
Oh.
Anyhow, despite Dragon Lord Frodo, or Mike to close friends like Andrew, clearly rejecting Andrew's attempts to bond, Andrew reached out again, but this time talking about him in regards to present legal issues he was facing, allegedly relating to Michael coming into contact with someone he was told to stay away from.
The one thing I am aware of, and the only one I'm aware of, is he got into trouble again after violating a stay-away order when he decided to go garbage picking for tin cans and stuff.
Andrew decides to relate his autism diagnosis to this, stating that because he avoids eye contact with people, he regularly doesn't even recognize them until they start talking.
If it was me, I probably would have done the same thing, not intentionally, and not trying to cause any issues. I have a hard time, spotting if somebody is around me or who's around me. Michael had a legitimate excuse for what happened. I believe he was a victim of being forced into society to follow rules that he's not capable of doing because he's not aware of his surroundings.
Evidently, Andrew has very little knowledge of this case and is in no position to provide any commentary. But if he does frame it sympathetically, he knows he can relate it back to himself in his usual fashion.
And I don't know the person who had issue with Michael. I just know what I feel. And the lady didn't understand because she doesn't really understand people with autism. And knowing myself with autism, that individual probably made a statement that caused Michael to hear and get frightened and frustrated, and that caused him to violate the order even more.
Thank you, Judge Ditch. Case dismissed.
I can definitely tell you that he has some sort of personality disorder. I do
What
see
you
that
all
with him, that he doesn't
doing?
want to socialize.
Welcome to hell.
We are live laughing at the poop squatch Andy Ditch.
Live love laughing.
I should literally right now, and all
Leave
my
now like that, leave
nerves
now
in my
like that.
brain be destroyed.
like
What the name that you just gave me?
Yes, Lord Bruticus for 5 says, brother, get the flamer, the heavy flamer. Grab the heavy melta when you're at it.
Oh my goodness gracious! All right then. So Dylan did warn me correctly though. Oh God
Yes,
bless
he
your
did.
souls.
Yes,
God
he
bless your
did.
souls and have mercy on you. And I don't know. Though, go after this. Please go to your local church, get baptized again. All right. Good luck with that. I'm gonna go have nightmares now. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye, Zolo.
Hey, Zolo.
He doesn't understand what his mom tells him or what is going on.
Wow, and he's a psychologist too? Is there anything Andrew can't do?
I think he truly doesn't understand why or what's going on. Just like me, I don't understand when my family can't do something. I'm not going to just say that he has something or don't have anything. I truly believe that his autism is more of a problem, and I don't think he has a mental illness other than maybe anxiety and trauma or a personality disorder related diagnosis.
When someone like Dragon Lord Frodo turns down your request for friendship, you take that as a blessing.
no.
Andrew Ditch has co-opted this angle of seeing the best in everyone from the numerous people who tried to help him, who he subsequently turned on. Now, he's extending this same exact perspective to the people he knows are just like him.
Fight me, fool!
Who repeatedly reject help and indulge their worst tendencies. He wants a group pity party with all these losers in one place, but even they won't hang out with him. Let's see what he has to say about Christian though, and how he's going to relate that one back to his situation. This was after charges were filed against Christian, by the way, so Andrew really has no excuse for what he's about to say.
I saw somebody who replied to that comment on Kiwi Farms that said that he didn't do it, that somebody had said it and it was only a rumor. And then when they had asked him
only a
about
rumor.
if it was true or not, he admitted to doing something. So I personally believe that Chris Chain did not know what he was being asked of, and I personally believe that he does not know what incest is.
Andy, if that was the case, what do you think Chris Chan thought incest meant? A warm cup of coffee? I think Chris knew exactly what incest was and still does.
And I personally believe that is why he got in trouble. And if you look at me and my situation here, I was trolled. I had hateful videos posted about
Oh man, that's classic. It's so old.
Ancient.
Oh.
about me, and I don't understand why these people are allowed to do that to me. Vulnerable adult, I'm a disabled adult, and these people are committing hate crime against me.
What does any of this have to do with anything? Did Andrew just clickbait Chris Chan? Because all he's doing is talking about himself.
If that happened where somebody used a video of me and used it in a way to cause me to get arrested, I believe that they did the same thing to Chris Chan. And just like when people accusing me for being a sexual predator, because I have a video in a playlist of mine of kids with pull-ups.
What did he say?
And I wanted to show my mom that video because it was something that I did and my brother did as a kid.
That's kind of a weird self-report, but okay. Maybe you should stop putting weird stuff in public playlists if you don't want to be called weird.
There was then a comment on the internet by a troll that they're not going to stop unless I come up and respond to that. And then they said I pooped my pants in a Tim Hortons that cleared everything out. Well, I pooped my...
I swear he admitted to something like that. I don't know. My man.
everywhere.
I poop my pants everywhere.
Andrew wants to act like he's taking a stand against his, quote, cyberbullies, but barely a few days ago, he was being buddy-buddy with someone who thrives on this culture. He knows that this kind of content will only encourage people to become more involved, and he knows that talking about both of these people will not help him in any way whatsoever. Dragon Lord Frodo has already made it clear he doesn't like you, and Chris Chan isn't going to pay attention to a D-list D-gen like you either.
No.
Andrew is aware that he's being compared to these people and wants to somehow make them all martyrs for his autistic cause. But I don't think their reception is strictly due to their mental conditions. It's also due to their actions.
Oh gosh.
Just like Andrew's reception is due to his actions. Actions that Andrew has shamelessly admitted to.
It's not who you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you.
Some things are not up for interpretation.
What do I have issues with? Pooping myself. So I thought I would have a fun story to say. I put MGSO.
Pooping myself and fun story are not things that I feel like could fit together in a sentence. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah,
You
no.
know? I don't know.
In your food stew last night, enjoy shit yourself. You may want to bring a diaper with you because you're doing newspapers. I had that fantasy of my family needing a diaper.
What the fuck?
How they make me feel
Excuse
about
me?
being in diapers.
What?
That's why I did that.
Andrew would continue to give time to those he branded as trolls by joining them for debates, including debating esteemed author Dr. Kevin Melvin's over whether autism is real.
If there's no such thing as autism, then why am I repetitive, restricted, and have trouble understanding people and social cues and stuff?
Over to you.
Mr. Ditch, I'm sorry, Andy. Andy, you have different disorders that are packaged into one.
He would also continue to try and recruit for his degenerate army by talking about other notorious online figures, such as fellow diaper enjoyer Nova Online and other notorious people like Cyrax and Daniel Larson.
You can clearly tell.
Chat, we need to have a vote if Dama gets to see Daniel Larson or Nova next.
I
Which
don't
one do you
know
want?
any of these two. I'm scared.
Chat, which one do you want? Nova Online or Daniel Larson? Which one do you think would be better? Please throw a comment down below. Which one do you think would be better?
Is definitely autistic, has some serious issues,
What are you doing, Andy?
and being bullied online by people.
The lolcow
And this
Avengers.
person is not very mentally well. Let's just put it that way.
If anything Andrew said held any influence or weight, I'd say it was dangerous to tell people that this is just who they are and they can't change. All of these people are too deeply invested in their own online persona to ever care what another person in a similar position has to say, Andrew included. If any of these people actually challenged Andrew on his perspective, he would double down every time. So I don't know why he would expect any of these people to heed his own words. But if they did, then they would find him taking advantage of their vulnerabilities. Because Andrew Andrew doesn't really want them to improve. He just wants them all to roll around in the shit with him.
People with autism tend to hang around people who are younger than they are because of their emotional and mental age.
I'm a lot
and their
less
social
skeptical about that
age,
Facebook
okay?
post now.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm a lot less skeptical about that Facebook post now.
You think so?
Here.
These words that he was saying matches what has happened in that post.
And
Yeah.
he's also made multiple comments that we previously called out, where he, does the Nyan thing and always talks about the kids.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a little bit less skeptical about this now. Uh, Dama needs to see the white Bowser. Oh gosh.
Who?
Who?
His name is the White Bowser.
Who?
Is
He's
there a
basically
specific reason why?
because he's white and he dressed up like Bowser once.
What?
So he's the White Bowser.
Oh no.
Deadpool from earlier says the primal rage boils within me. Feels. I think this will be a good pausing point. If I didn't have work, I'd probably go longer, but I feel like this is a good stopping point. I think people have suffered enough tonight. Earl Dubé, yes, chat. Earl Dubé.
I yearn for the sweet release of a dirt nap.
See, the problem with the White Bowser is people got on him for Lolicon, but then they figured out that he also had minors in his server. And he was sharing. He was actually like doing what everybody's accusing Nuxtaku of doing, and it was really bad. It's just like people got upset at Nuxtaku. This guy actually did what Nuxtaku was being accused of, basically. How much time was left? An hour and 20 minutes.
Didn't he also grope somebody too?
The White Bowser, yes, the White Bowser groped an underage girl.
Oh,
He claims on accident, but
Huh?
On
Please
accident.
tell me he has been removed from society.
no, he actually came back recently. He's like he's apparently attempting another repentance arc. I heard that there's a video where he is like recently going to a church and confessing his sins, and he put that up on the internet. So chat, we'll
If
have a
you're in the
vote.
confessional and somebody gets in the other side and says, "I've been touching little kids."
I think. Well, here's the problem. I think priests are mandatory reporters, so they kind of have to go to the police if you say that. I think.
There's some things you can't report, but
Oh no, man. Ugh, that might be one of them. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today.
Enjoyment is a very loose term.
About to say your
I hope you
definition
were.
of enjoyment is skewed, Occo.
I hope you were educated today, chat.
I feel
better
so
word.
educated.
Is
I
it
want to
possible
jump for joy.
Is it possible to unlearn things? Because I want to unlearn.
yes, yes.
Oh,
but
hi,
Lamani
and
needs
a
to
raid.
really
Welcome, viewers.
Oh, what, did I get raided? Really?
All right, another 2
Well,
hours.
Now you have to keep
Oh
going.
no.
Bolt the words in their views and join me. Say hello.
Orange cats only have 2
Leon,
brain
I was
cells, and I
literally
just lost
about
half
to
of them.
raid you.
Mizu,
I
you
have
can
work
keep the brain cells
tomorrow. I
tonight.
have to go to bed. Thank you so much for the raid, though.
Mizu, you can keep
Welcome,
the brain cells
welcome.
tonight.
Well, we already had our fight for our brain cells.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can keep it. I don't need it to. I need it to unprocess all this, so I don't need to remember things.
means another hour. I can't do another hour, chat. I need that hour. I legitimately want that extra hour of sleep. I have to get up in like 7, so I need that hour, chat.
Oh yeah, no, you
I'm
need
sorry.
it. You need it like sleep now.
Yeah, 7 is my
Imagine
minimum right now.
Not being nocturnal like me.
All
'cause
right,
I am still tired.
chat, and I do appreciate you, Leon. Thank you. I'm gonna send you guys to Moonshine. I don't think I've ever rated them before, but they're
Whitewood
cool.
Lemonade. Whitewood Lemonade. I know a great podcast you could raid.
Um,
I'm joking.
we'll do it next time.
No, Scum only does podcasts on Saturday. I was making a joke.
Dama go live? Dama is live, chat. What do you mean?
I am
Dama,
live.
go live again.
I'm gonna.
Dama, end your stream and go live again.
No.
Let's say Dama's probably gonna rest too. I don't know. It's been a long, almost 4
Yeah.
hours.
I'm probably just gonna chill, and then eventually go to bed.
Okay. Chat, thanks for coming by tonight. Thank you to everybody that donated, obviously, and thank you to my guests that came over. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves.
I've enjoyed more cursed
enlightened.
knowledge,
More than you can know.
more than I could ever know.
Yeah.
If we have to suffer, at least it's with friends.
More than
Hell
you
yeah.
ever know and more than you ever want to know.
Yay.
Yeah.
Chat, I'm setting your leaflet on kick.
Oh shit, Leaflet's live right
All
now.
right. Chat, I'll see you tomorrow for Dog Wave over on Temp's channel. You guys all have a good night. And I'll see you there. Or I'll see you then.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Night night.
Bye, chat.
Good night.
Ay, ay, ay. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was awesome.
Again, enjoy.
Scared
Strong
because
word
he
there.
lives in my area. I'm just scared.
Oh my
Yeah, you're fine, by the way.
How like, so the earlier videos, like when you first started, they were talking almost normally and functioning normally, and then by the end they're just like,
It gets worse.
Too-
We haven't even you haven't even seen like more modern. And by modern, I literally mean within the last year.
Has he like fully embraced lolcow and leaning into it more and more to the point of degeneracy? More than we have experienced?
Let me see if I can find a recent video.
Oh no.
Alright,
Oh,
chat.
no.
I'm gonna head out.
I mean, how have they not had enough
I don't feel like
evidence to
raiding
throw
right
the
now.
book at him when he literally records everything?
So I'll see you all.
They don't want to deal with him.
Next
It's
week.
complicated.
Good night. Bye bye.